Welcome! If you don't know who I am, I'm Dwayne, Mothership Products. I haven't been on very much in the recent past, but hip flipping Mama Kelly there talked me into going live tonight. So we're just going to sit around, bullshit a little bit, drink some beers. Oh, I got to make sure this is.
Move your microphone closer to you so that
Me?
we're all. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely drink some beers.
Yeah,
Well, some of us had a head start.
What did you say, Heather?
You need your microphone a little closer.
It's right there.
Well, suck your gut in so you can move close.
Move the fat, and come in. This is what I suggested that the title of this live stream be. Okay. I suggested that this live stream be two fat fucks and their opinions. So this is two fat fucks and a beautiful woman on the bottom, non-sexual, and our opinions. No,
no one is going to like us by the end of the night.
Yeah, everybody's gonna love it. What are you talking about?
We will have 0 friends by the end of the night. If Dwayne and I ever, really just let all of our opinions flow.
Woo!
Because we keep it tame when we're online compared to what we say in real life.
What you see is what you get, and what you get, you don't forget.
Oh, wow.
This, is true.
So, people, hi, my name is Kelly, aka Hip Flippin' Mama. Okay. I do jewelry auctions on Saturdays at noon Eastern time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And one or the other, unless I'm broke, and then I do both. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern or Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Come and see all of my beautiful jewelries, and buy some for your loved ones and support a mama. Or if you just like to see stupidness and silliness and people that actually speak what pops into their brain,
I don't do that. I get in trouble when I do that.
Go over to Hip Flippin' Mama and subscribe. It's funny because I actually have tons of dudes that subscribe to me because I talk sports. I know a lot about sports, and I'm a boxing freak, right?
Yes.
So I have boxing freaks over there that will talk sports. Will talk boxing and sports with me.
Well, that's good. I don't talk boxing.
I don't talk any sports.
Let me say hello to some of these people. I haven't talked to a lot of these people. Holy smokes. Here we go. Let's see. We got Angie and Michelle Lathan and Marie, Perlette, Eat City Paul, Mike the Crazy Card.
Hi,
John
Michelle.
Picker.
Hi, Vintage. Hi, Marie. I'm just taking over the show.
People that I haven't talked to I don't see very often because I don't.
It has been
forever. YouTube stuff.
It's been forever.
Paul, would you please put into the chat, does this mama know sports? Yes or no?
Are you crazy? Sally's here.
I have a very important question.
Hey, Cincinnati Picker. Yeah, baby. What's your question?
Where's my wine?
Oh, did I not serve it to you on a platter? I'm sorry. I got to open the bottle for you and pour it.
Dwayne,
I didn't even get to smell the cap. I want to smell the plastic cap.
It's in the beer fridge.
You went out to the beer fridge and you didn't bring my wine?
Think about it.
You didn't service her at all, Dwayne.
Well, fine. Yeah. I will go get it right now.
And we'll count that as foreplay.
Oh, all right. That'll save me about 5 minutes.
Honey, more than 5 minutes, baby. If you want the full show, if you want us to fake the entire show, you need to give us more than 5 minutes. Or the show is not going to be that long, okay? I'm just kidding, you guys. I do not have to fake it. I'm just kidding. I do not have to fake it. Hip flipping daddy hits it hard. He knows where to hit it. I do not have to fake it. What the fuck did you expect, Heather? What was the first thing that we talked about when I called you 90 minutes ago?
I told you about how Dwayne cleaned out a storage unit.
And I said, I am drinking an entire glass of peanut butter whiskey and chocolate, double chocolate vodka.
Would you like to smell the cap?
Yes. Smells like peaches.
Dwayne, look at you, you little bitch.
Hey, I do what I gotta do.
What are we doing for dinner?
You're drinking your dinner.
Where's my cap?
Right here.
We were supposed to go to dinner and a movie today. And you know
what happened?
We were supposed to go to dinner and a movie, and I was on a business video, right? Business conference.
Uh-huh.
And my husband poked it. He goes, I'm taking off. And he took off without me. My meeting went too long, and he went to dinner without me into a movie. I'm just like, whatever.
Dwayne would never do that to me. Would you, dear?
He's like, you were talking about, he goes, I was listening. You were talking about more than business. I'm like, that's part of it.
If you invited me out on a date, a night on the town, you would not go do it without me.
No, I wouldn't.
Honey, every man will go do it without their wife. Trust me.
Well, that's just called maintenance at our house.
Homework.
Or homework.
Hey, if anybody would like to come in and bullshit for a few minutes, I dropped the link in the chat. Come on in.
If you offend easily, hold back.
She's a little crass. I mean, you just gotta be careful. So,
listen. Everybody in this chat knows exactly who and what I am. You guys, if you think that I'm a nice person, put a 1 in the chat.
Uh-huh. Wow, that chat went quiet quick.
Crickets. It's crickets. No one's saying a word.
Yeah, nobody's mentioning anything out there. They're like, no, hell no. See, Angie's thinking about it. Oh, okay.
Support a mama. Come on, guys.
Okay, you guys, I don't know.
Dwayne said I could swear.
Yep, I did say. Oh, Anna says 1/2.
Well, you know, I have had friends in my life that I describe them as 50%.
Look, there's one.
You're listening to me. 50% bitch. How does that work for you?
Me? I'm 50% bitch?
I'm asking if you like that title.
51, maybe.
50% bitch? I can be 100% bitch.
Oh,
but here's the thing.
Yes.
I still love everybody.
Yes.
I still care for everyone. I still want to take care of everyone. I still want to hug everyone. No matter how big of a
don't want to hug you?
What makes people want to hug me?
No. What if someone does not want to? I will give you a hug. But what if someone?
If somebody doesn't want to hug me and they say no hugs, it's happened before. This is what I say. Well, I don't hug people since COVID. This is what I say. Oh, okay, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate your honesty. I have mad respect for you that you told me no. I appreciate that. And that's my honest opinion.
So now,
Anna Mora, you better type a whole 1 or you know what? There's going to be problems.
So
she's the one that really knows you.
I'm not really a natural hugger, but if I'm around people who are huggers, then I can hug. But I don't necessarily think to hug people.
Treasured Vintage. They don't know me very well. Ooh, chocolate.
Do we know Treasured Vintage?
Angie.
Angie.
Oh, I either know their call sign, their real name, or where they live. Like, I, for the life of me, cannot remember what state Kelly lives in.
Michigan. Kalamazoo. Angie doesn't know me that well. Just a little bit online. Just that I'm a jewelry whore like her.
And that you're going to scare her by the end of the night.
She's a classy one, though. She's like, she's
She
like the call girl
Yep.
status that gets like 1,500. I'm like the 400 a night.
Hey, $20 is $20.
I thought you were like the daytime hooker that just, whenever.
You know what? I married the first man I was ever intimate with. So
we know this. Yes.
I am as far from a hooker as possible.
Yes. I claim the same thing.
But it's not true, Heather.
I don't know where the kid came from. He just started following me around, calling me mom.
So, okay, you guys. So here's what happened. Dwayne sent me a message a year ago.
It hasn't been a year. It was 10 months. It was 10 months ago.
Okay, 10 months ago. And he says, what's going on? Why haven't you called us lately?
Maybe 11 months.
And I said, and my peeps will know this is true. I said, well, geez, phone works both ways. And that was it. Right? Because why do I have to call everybody? Call a mama once in a while. It's, make me feel loved. Why do I have to call everybody? And so then I was like sitting here cleaning jewelry for my auction tomorrow at noon Eastern.
Nice
Nice
segue.
Mama. But anyway, so fine sterling silver gems, semi-precious and precious.
All that devil stuff.
Anyway,
Man.
so I'm like, I'm going to call Heather and see what Heather's up to. Because I got a first draft of her sex book.
That's right. Oh my gosh,
that was a while
story.
ago.
That
It
story
was a while ago.
changed.
But
so
I got a
many times.
first draft. I got a first draft of her
You
sex book.
did.
And she
Oh,
asked me for
man.
my opinion. And so I told her
How
my opinion on
embarrassing.
things. But then she never finished it. She never sent
No,
me the second draft.
I finished like the first book of it.
But you changed it.
It's so different now than the one you
That's
read.
what the whole thing with the first draft is.
Yeah, it was a very, very rough. It was the very first draft I ever finished, and I have. Yeah, that's the only first draft I've ever finished.
It was very interesting. I can still picture in my head the things that I read.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, I've actually continued to learn about reading. I've been watching a college course online on YouTube of an author that lives here in the same county we do and teaches at the college here. And he posted one of his classes online that I've been listening to and taking notes. I'm always listening to at least one story. I don't read. One thing I like to be doing things, so I don't sit down and read. Plus, you see these right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need these until the past year.
Look,
And
that happens to everybody.
see, and I went from no glasses to having to do this because of the try thing going on, that. And and I'm dyslexic. Yeah. So not only am I dyslexic, I have to have readers. Life is a shit deal. So I listen to stories.
Nothing wrong with that.
And the thing is like a lot of stories I listen to, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna write such a better story. And Dwayne's like, you know what? You are gonna write a better story, but what's the difference between them and you? They finished their crap story.
Yeah, I never got to. She's like, forget about this story. I'm branching out. And I'm like, wait, what? No, what about the other story?
But too, you have to keep in mind also, this is very legitimate, not an excuse. I changed up, as I told you, some of my antipsychotics. And Dwayne, if Dwayne doesn't like me, he just waits until I change up my medication and he has a whole different wife. And that is why Dwayne doesn't have any girlfriends, is because he can barely keep up with me.
Yeah, you're a good group of girls, like you always say.
I'm a great group of gals. Yep.
So is that better, the mic?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the blue snowball mic that I forgot I had unplugged a while ago. So
Hi, Pat.
who?
Is it Pat D's?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Pat D's. I don't have my YouTube channel pulled up.
Johnny.
I guess
I
could.
talked to Johnny last night.
Here. I'm going to pull up my YouTube.
Johnny and I had a conversation last night all to ourselves.
And here, I got to put the glasses
51 Shades of Grey. No, it wasn't that good.
Oh, geez. Talking about crappy books. Man,
I don't know about books. They were very sexual movies. That's all I know.
Oh, the awful. The movies were even worse than the books. I had to pause for a moment and remember what I'm looking for.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what you're doing.
What's the channel I'm looking for?
Are you looking for your second
Mothership products?
Okay.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm looking
know
for
who I am. You don't even know me anymore.
Oh, and each of my children did that at one point, like junior high. You don't even know me, and I'd yell back, "You don't even know yourself."
Yeah, but you can't do that because I mean they've got hormones raging through their body, and I just messaged my son the other day, and I said, do you remember when you left me at the gas station when you were 15 years old? You took off without me with your sister in the back seat downtown, all the one-way streets. He goes, yeah, I was a shit kid. And I said, do you also remember when you picked me up, tipped me upside down, and put my face in the snowbank twice? He's like, yeah, that was good times. I was a shitty kid. He goes, I was a shitty kid. I blame it on parenting.
Okay, how do I do the pop out thing, and which way am I popping out?
Honey, you just click the dots and you click pop out chat, and then it'll
on
YouTube.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Okay, the three dots.
You can move it to wherever you want it.
Okay, 3 dots, pop out chat, and then how do I put it on my?
Then you just drag it over to where you want it.
Yep.
But I want it. Okay.
Wait until you see what I have for tomorrow.
It's not cooperating very well.
So
she just wanted commercial time with you, dear.
Yeah,
I know.
Hi, Bone Crack.
With my 17 fans.
Here, I'm shutting down my Facebook, and I'm going to. Oh, son of a! I think I lost my pop out.
Honey, just go down.
There it is. I did it.
If you are this challenged on the computer, how do you find Dwayne's dick at night?
Whoa, hey, easy.
It's the computer. No, he
knows how to use a search engine.
Yep. I know how to use search engine. And I'll tell you, he did not marry me for my cooking abilities either.
I know. You were telling me what a slut you were before we went live. Look, you guys, this is the nighttime version of me.
What did I ever say that was slutty? I did tell you about Dwayne, about our collection of 600 porno magazines.
Yeah, how you
show them the corner. See that's just a fraction of the dirty magazines we got out of a storage unit.
Oh my goodness, I got 671.
Oh, so closer to 7. So yeah, they had been stacked in the front room, and then we were going to host Thanksgiving. And yeah, they were throughout the whole house practically at one point as he was, yeah. And we're going to hell. It's okay. We accept it. We're going to hell for peddling porn.
And I'm not even an aficionado of that stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're just
I've looked at some, but
we're just opportunivores.
You're not gonna go to hell for peddling porn.
It's not no home videos. Let me.
Actually, those are in the garage.
There's home videos.
Marie wants you to turn her blue.
Not of our home. No, you find funky stuff in storage units.
You do. Yeah. I think we have the home porn in the garage on VHS. So.
Oh, but who? Okay, who?
Not ours.
Wait,
let me reset. That's not ours. Not
ours. Not ours. Whoever in the chat owns a VCR, you can be the proud owners of someone else. Kelly, do you want it? We're gonna send it to you.
No, it's to watch old videos of the kids.
Yep. See, she has one. There you go.
Yeah. Oh. What's about the roulette? The VHS
Listen,
roulette.
I have
is it
not,
grandma's birthday party? Or
I have not sat and watched porn with my husband since my mid-30s. Okay.
Yeah. That's probably right. Yeah.
Well, here's your chance.
Okay.
That's your.
He would be tickled pink, but no, that does not trip my trigger anymore.
Okay. So I know it's not an original idea. I know other people have done it, but I thought it really would be funny if like you have the husband and wife sitting by each other, like say they're just sitting in bed and she's watching porn or looking at porn pictures on her laptop, describing what she's looking at and watching what's going on with his face as she is describing what
it's not his face you have to watch.
And that I thought would be a funny video to do.
No, it's not his face that you'd have to watch, honey.
It depends. It depends on the porn. Because what if it's something he's not into and she's sitting there describing it? Now that would be the funniest.
If it's porn, men are into it.
But what if it's man love?
Not true.
Yeah, well, that'd be different. My man would not be into man love.
Heather will listen to some books, right? And it's hard to go to sleep listening to man porn. It's like, okay, stop it. Stop it.
Okay, but can I tell them about the other night? Okay, I'm listening to a story, and this was a heterosexual couple engaging in sweet, sweet love. And my man is on the other side of the room packing his bag to go away for the weekend with his brothers. Mm-hmm. So is he thinking, how about, or that's option one, or option two, did he fart?
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
To be obnoxious.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Everybody
already knows.
Surgically removed.
Mm-hmm.
Surgically removed? Are you talking about my breast reduction?
Good afternoon, everyone.
No.
I'm Dwayne of Mothership Products.
Oh, hang on.
I know.
Hey, I had 8 pounds taken out this puppy.
Four
off each side, but they still droop because that was like 27 years ago.
I have about a pound between the two for me personally.
You poor breasticas.
But you know what? Okay, here's the thing. That they shouldn't be any lower than the crook of your arm. And I still have like several inches to go. So, I'm not going to complain about it. I did when I was younger and weighed very little. But
all I'm going to say is when you get a breast reduction, you can run downstairs and those puppies do not move.
Oh, I could do that anyway.
You do not have to wear a bra for 10 years.
No, I've
Hello,
never had
Craig.
to.
Hello, Craig.
And I've never wanted that much because I've never met a woman who God gifted them with a whole lot of upper body pride that actually appreciated it. Because
Look, it's painful.
yeah, they're painful and they're all over the place. And
Listen, I could not breastfeed my child because I couldn't see him. He was being smothered. So
see,
when it came to my daughter, I didn't even try.
and now for me, since I never had much, I never could, and they were solid coconuts, and I couldn't move, so I had to move the baby. I just flip them this way, because yeah. So
Look, my husband said, well, you know, the breast milk is better for the baby than the formula. Can't you just get on all fours and dangle it over the mouth and feed him that way? I said, why don't you get on all fours and dangle it over the mouth and feed him that way? And see how you like it.
we've got more people in the chat, and we might be losing people from the chat.
Okay, this is a disclaimer. I'm
Everybody-
sorry, you guys. Just sorry.
Everybody in this chat
We
knows
have
me.
Susanna.
I'm not
Did
just
you say
saying
it's
you, in
Susanna,
general.
right? Am I saying that correct?
Why do you think that they? Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy,
I
long
miss
time.
you. Why do you think that people would run from me when they come? Hi, Susanna. They come to my auctions. What do you think they get at my auctions?
And
Yeah, I think so. The Mothership has gone adults only.
but see, breastfeeding has never been a subject on the Mothership channel.
Because
True,
you've
yeah.
never had anybody with breasts before.
No, you've been on it before.
This is true. Look, I'm just sitting here cleaning my jewelry, flipping my lips.
Do you want to know what I've been working on lately? I should show
What,
you.
honey?
Well,
What?
here, let me go get it. Hang on. I have so much junk. Here, first, I'm going to show you. You want to see this room? I have so many cords going on with my laptop. My laptop's being held together with spit and balun wire here.
Guys, I'm coughing. I'm coughing
Oh.
because of the
Because she has asthma.
well, I do have asthma, but the hand sanitizer that I am using with my jewelry, I'm allergic to it. So
Look
hello, traveling pick. Oh, that's Pat D's. Never mind. We said hi to you before.
Yeah.
Hi, Pat D's. We can't hear you, Heather.
I moved my laptop. That was my rat. I'm showing my messy room.
Honey, we never heard a word from you.
That's because you didn't have to hear what I was saying. You were looking at my messy room.
Yeah.
The reason I was showing you my messy room is I'm going to go get the project I was working on because I had to put it in a different room. So, because I ran out of room in here.
Okay.
Okay. And we need to think of something for dinner.
I run an empire out of 104 square feet. It's not really an empire, but in my head it is.
Hey, make your house your cat.
Mr. Sadie says, maybe $20. We play low stakes, just family.
Hey, he's having a home poker game. You play.
Okay, never mind. We already said hi to him. I'm sorry, Pat. I didn't mean that mean. You know I love you. You know that I love you, Pat.
Where you play Texas Hold'em, Omaha, which I'm guessing Texas Hold'em.
This never dull jewelry cleaner also.
Yeah, that never dull is pretty harsh. I used
Yeah,
that
it
a lot
makes
when I was
me
in the Marine
cough.
Corps. So
It
had
makes
to polish
me
our
cough.
brass. So anybody who wants to come in, come on in. If you dare. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just saying you might be pummeled, but you might just enjoy it too. So just hanging out. Nothing. Oh, no. Shit. We got somebody. We got a new victim.
What up?
Hey, Tommy.
Hello.
Let me see that jewelry. Where'd you get that jewelry, Tommy?
Oh yeah, he's got his Mr. T starter kit there.
Where'd you
This
get your
one we
jewelry,
just-
Tommy?
This one Destiny got it for me today. I forgot the brand. Starts with
But
an
where'd
N.
you get the other one, Tommy?
This
I
one,
think she's looking for a
I don't know where I got this one, but the one I got from you is hanging upstairs on my jewelry stand.
Oh,
which
okay.
I do wear a lot. The Monet.
wow. See,
How you doing, Tommy?
Doing pretty good. How have you been?
How's Joji?
He's Joji. He's doing all right. It depends on the day.
How's the princess?
Cheers.
I'm drinking the good shit tonight.
Oh my God, you're drinking hams?
Yeah.
I said bring beer, not water.
Well, I called Heather an hour and a half ago. Well, I was just sitting here cleaning jewelry because, the thing about Heather is Heather carries the conversation because she doesn't shut up. So you never have to worry about talking. So
Actually, there are people that reverse
I thought
that.
I can just sit here and drink my glass of half peanut butter whiskey and half double chocolate vodka and just catch up with an old friend, right? Well, this is beer now.
There you go. What peanut butter whiskey do you have? Is it the Screwball?
Yep.
I love that stuff.
I like to get that, and actually, Hip Flippin' Daddy bought me that for Christmas. But I like to get the Screwball whiskey, peanut butter whiskey, and then you mix equal parts with a chocolate beer. I don't know what the beer is called. I get it at a liquor store downtown, but it's a chocolate beer, and if you mix it in equal parts, it tastes just like a Reese peanut butter cup. And the vodka and the whiskey didn't taste as good, but it still tasted like a Reese peanut butter cup. Just
That
like
sounds
a generic version.
You know what sounds really good? Cookies.
See, I got Kelly. I got peanut butter whiskey,
Yep. You don't have very much, buddy.
and then I got chocolate whiskey.
Oh, cool.
So I should just go.
Yeah,
this.
mix
Did you
those
mix
two
them
together.
together or
Yeah,
no?
there you go.
I haven't tried them together yet.
Well, there you go. Now you might as
You
well.
know, I am not a liquor person. However, I love beer. I grew up on beer. It was pretty much in my bottle when I was a kid. I love my beer. However, I had a shot, but it was a huge shot. It was like a glass of a Reese peanut butter cup at a restaurant one time. And it was like $6, right? And I was like feeling all rich that day. I must have had a really good auction or something because I was feeling like a millionaire. And so I ordered this mixed drink and I'm like, oh shit. It was the worst thing I could have did because now, like every couple months, I'll get a bottle of peanut butter whiskey, which is $35. And then chocolate beer, which is like $16. And, I'll have peanut butter cup drinks. And I never used to drink liquor ever, like ever. Once in a while, a whiskey sour. I mean, I do like whiskey, but. And my son, Hip Flippin' Son, you guys all know him from his podcast, Proficient Fans. He likes whiskey too. He's a whiskey connoisseur. Like he likes like the really good whiskey. Like he makes so much money, like he'll buy the good whiskey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the good whiskey. I'm just too cheap to buy it.
Yeah, we all like it.
I don't drink much of it. It's not like when I do my equal parts of it. It's a lot. It's just 2 inches of whiskey, 2 inches, of beer, and it just helps me sleep at night. That's really just, when I have it. Now today, my husband and I were supposed to go to dinner and a movie. But I told him, I said, I have a business meeting this morning. So I got on my business meeting, and I was on my business meeting like an hour and a half, and he pokes his head in, and he's like, he goes, I'm taking off. And I'm like, I'm almost done. He goes, well, I'm taking up. He left without me. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I called him. Did you leave without me? He goes, you're talking about more than just business. I heard you. And I was like, well, yeah, that's part of it. You get to know each other, you know. And he took off without me. He went to dinner, and nice dinner, and went to a movie. And I said, that's okay. I'll just work all day.
There you go.
Well, there you go. See? You missed your chance.
No, that's okay, because all I really wanted was beer at the restaurant, and I just went to the store and got beer. I had to go to the post office, drop off some eBay order. So what have you been up to, Tommy? I haven't talked to you in forever.
Just working, pretty much same old shit. Hibernating because it's winter.
How's Des?
She's doing good.
She bringing the ducks inside still?
We had the duck inside night before last.
Duck? You used to have 4 or 5.
No, we had 2, but one ended up passing away
Aww.
just over a year ago. But yeah, it dropped down like we were supposed to get like -30, so we brought her in for the evening. She, she was happy to get back outside. The cold don't bother her.
I know. I said to Dwayne, we should go live. And he's like, what? And I said, we should go live, and you know what we should call it? 2 fat fucks and their opinions. So he goes, well, I was already going to hang out with Tommy. And I was like, I haven't seen Tommy in years. Well, my first response was, honestly, Tommy, you know I have to be honest. My first response was, we don't need Tommy. We can just hang out ourselves. He says, I had plans.
It's much more fun when I'm there, though.
He goes, I had plans with Tommy. I said, oh, well, thank you for including me then.
Yep.
I thought he was taking my invitation to hang out and inviting you, which is not a bad thing. It's not like I don't love you. It's just, I was like, look, motherfucker, I wanted to hang out with you, you know?
Well, everybody can hang out together.
That's right. Yeah. Big group
It's
hug.
not that. It's not. It doesn't have to be a big deal that I'm the favorite. It's
I know, right? I know, right? Well, no, I'm so happy though, because I haven't seen you in so long. I haven't talked to you in so long. And you guys, I have to tell a story. Shit, I just broke this necklace. No, I didn't. Okay, tell the story about the first time you ever went live, Tommy.
I went live with some broad.
Tell the story.
Some chick I met online.
Do you like my
Was it your Kinder date or what?
Do you like my lesbian haircut, Tommy?
Yeah, it's really dykey. No.
No, I'm serious. Do you like
it? Looks nice. It looks nice.
Yeah. Or does it look better when it's long?
No, I actually think it looks neater now. I think it looks a lot neater.
Tom doesn't like it. That's why I keep getting it cut.
Yeah, I think she is, Marie. I don't know. You making cookies, dear?
Oh, no, I was I'm trying to clear space on my desk.
So Tommy, it is really good to see you though, honey. Last time I saw you was in a private chat with Anthony and Nathan and I and you. And that was over a year ago. And I haven't seen you since. So like, what is up with the kids? And you're still in the same house, I see.
Yeah, still in the same house.
Completely reorganized.
Kids are growing like weeds. I mean, they're both like.
Is the child daddy still living with you?
No, hell no.
Okay. I didn't know if Steve was still living with you.
He never really lived with us. He was just here all the time when we were trying to make things work for the kids.
Let me tell you this. I need WD-40. I thought that was awesome of you. I mean, like beyond co-parenting awesome. of you to incorporate him so heavily into the family unit. I thought that was awesome of you.
Yeah, I feel confident that I gave it every opportunity and chance that I could.
Well, you knew he was going to screw it up, so what?
Yeah.
But if you don't give him the chance, he'll say, "Well, you never gave me a chance."
Exactly. I mean, you knew he was going to screw it up, but
So I was like, "Here's your rope. Hang
Yep.
yourself."
I mean, you knew he was going to screw it up. I mean, there was just he was going to cross a line at somewhere, and he was going to pass the buck to you, number one, and he was going to cross the line with Tiffany, number two, or Destiny, number two, and you know, it was going to come to a head. One of the two things was going to happen. I'm not going to ask which, but I thought it was pretty awesome of you to do that.
They both kind of happened, so it was like.
But you know what? You love those kids so much. Excuse me.
Yeah,
God darn it.
absolutely.
You love those kids so much. I mean, your sperm may not have been involved in their creation, but those kids are 100% part of you, Tommy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you would never know that your sperm was never involved in the creation of those kids. That's a compliment. Tommy knows that's a compliment.
He's the one laughing.
It's just the way she puts it.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Tommy, have I changed it all over the years?
No.
Shorter hair.
Yeah, the hair is shorter.
I have a lesbian cut now. The lesbians love me with the short hair. And look, this is what I say when the lesbians love me with short hair. I say like daughter, like mother. Because my daughter is queer, so I take after my daughter. Which ironically, Tommy, we still haven't seen her.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll be
At all? I mean, nothing?
no, it'll be 4 years in May.
Oh, my. What, do you know her where she's at, though?
No.
You don't even know?
No, and it hurts to raise a child. I mean, I brought her home from the hospital, not the kids. I brought her home from the hospital. And, you know, I raised her. And if she didn't live with me, she lived with my mother. But most of the time it was with me. And so I raised this baby had a huge part in raising this baby for 5 years. And then all of a sudden my daughter takes her and takes off and takes my dog and takes my granddaughter and takes herself. So for almost 4 years, I've lost my daughter. She sold the dog. And she sold the dog out of state, so we'd never find him. And you know, this is what it is. She lived with us. We followed her rules. We let her make the rules for parenting. But when she lived with my mother, it was my mother's way or the highway. And I really think that what she wanted was just to live her life with her daughter and do things her way, live her life without any interruption. And I just pray to the good Lord above that she includes us in that life one day. That's all that I can do.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
all you can do.
Yep.
So.
In my head, I really think she's being a good mom. And I think that my granddaughter, you know, I taught her everything she needed to take care of herself, how to feed herself, how to use the microwave, everything. I taught her how to do everything so she could take care of herself. You know, and she will be 10 in October. So, I mean, she was 5 when she left. She'll be 10 in October. The Lord will bring us back together when it's time. And so, you know, there it goes.
Yeah,
I was just gonna let you know, Tommy. Yeah, it ain't happened yet, Tommy.
It'll happen eventually.
See, and I don't know, you probably didn't even know our daughter moved to Tennessee.
Yeah, Heather told me.
Oh, did she? Okay. I didn't know how long you guys been talking.
Yes, I went down the rundown of our crazy year last year, including taking a spare of the moment trip to Wisconsin.
I know.
And
right?
I told her about my hellish last few months, which will remain silent. To be privileged to that information, you must be a subscriber to my channel.
Wow. No shameless plug there.
Nope. And I put a bra on for this, so I'm just saying, it's 9 o'clock at night and I've got a bra on. So
you can take it off if you want. I don't care.
No, that's okay. I'm being respectful.
I'm not at, you can take it off. It's fine. And let your hair down. Okay, that's not going to work. So take your bra off.
I have hair in more than one place,
I'm eating.
Yeah.
You know who you're sitting with. Craig says, I guess I better go subscribe.
Right.
Craig, you're subscribed. You come into my chats.
I honestly don't watch a lot of YouTube videos anymore. I mean, I'll pop in here and there. Well, at least not to do with the reselling. I watch a lot more other things, motorcycles and fishing and stuff like that.
Dwayne, it's okay. I don't follow a lot of auctions and stuff like that because you know what? It just makes me want to buy. So, do you know what I follow? I follow boxing channels.
Right.
That's what I follow, boxing channels. Boxing channels and autopsy channels because, look, I like to watch the autopsies. Now, in my defense, let's not forget, I was a vet tech who assisted in surgeries. And so the innards of the body, or at least the animal body, it's not a foreign concept to me when you cut open a body and stuff like that. I have a morbid curiosity.
How often are you cutting up bodies?
What?
How often are you cutting up bodies? Is there something we should know about?
I'm not a vet tech anymore.
Who here thinks that Kelly is a serial killer?
I never cut the bodies up. I was an assistant.
You were the assistant serial killer. She didn't do the initial cutting. She was just there.
It was the animals, man.
You want to know
animals?
You want to know where my late poodle is?
Where?
In the freezer.
Well,
hey, at least I put him on top of the pork we bought yesterday.
Is he cremated or is it his body?
It's his
box body. In a box.
That's what they do in the vet's office. They have a big deep freezer and they put the dead animals, they wrap them up and they put them in the deep freezer. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well,
now, there are people that taxidermy their dogs.
Mm-hmm.
No. Hello, Blackberry. No, I have a stack of urns over there. And when you die in the month of December, you don't make it to the crematorium right away. That's an expensive month. So he's either going to have to wait for some crematorium money or for someone to dig a hole in the backyard, whichever comes first.
I'm going to try and dig the hole tomorrow night. I'm tired of moving him to get to the frozen pizza.
Well, and it's been a little bit warmer, like not warm. It's been above freezing the past few days. So perhaps Dwayne will actually be able to, wine burps.
You know what, Joni, you failed to mention that last night when we were having our conversation.
Wait. What?
I would have been like, let me see pictures of that. I have a real morbid curiosity about the human body, and I do look at autopsy pictures once in a while.
You know something I've noticed?
Huh?
Okay, Joni, you got to send me some pictures because that's
here's something I observed about myself. From the time I was a teenager till my late 30s, it was like the male physique. Sure, I'll take a look. You know, age appropriate, right? You hit 40, and it's like, no. I really think you need to keep the clothes on, and I will return the favor. Because once you hit 40,
nope. You know what? As a man, you've seen one set of boobs, you want to see them all.
No, I don't like to see male nudity. When there's male nudity in movies and stuff like that, I'm just like, nobody wants to see that.
Oh, no, Dwayne and I score it and give it an extra. We always give a nudity star, especially if there's a nice butt shot.
Well, you for a butt shot.
Dwayne has what he gives extra stars to.
I married the first man that I was ever intimate with. I have no desire to see any other male genitalia in any shape or form.
Oh, you're so full of shit. You're full of shit.
So
that's the truth.
Wait,
right?
So two hip chicks. I don't know what culvert cleaning is.
Cleaning out a culvert?
What's a culvert?
Like a thing for water?
Interesting. But I do also have a guilty pleasure for watching ghost videos. In fact,
two hip chicks.
Hi, Lisa.
Mowing their lawn?
Lisa, I got some awesome stuff for tomorrow.
I have a full series of ghost hunting somewhere if you want them. I watched them all. If you want the DVDs, I'll send them to you. You have to remember, I put stuff in special places, stashed around, and then I forget.
Honey, you forget who I am. I have ghost hunters in my history.
No, I
don't need to watch DVDs.
I'm watching Two Hip Chicks. The videos. Here's my. If they were the series, just like how I offered to send. How I offered to send you VHSs of not our but someone's home porn. I'm sending that shit to you.
No, you're not.
I am. Yeah, I am.
You are not giving my husband any ideas. He's already got enough of his own.
Hey, I'll be right back.
And this is when Tommy exits the show.
Tommy said like 8 words the whole time.
Poor Tommy. But if I could remember where I stash shit, but in a way it's kind of like I'll clean up a room and it's like Christmas. Because it's like all this crap I forgot I owned.
Hi, Justin.
And
no, I have a morbid curiosity. I'm just curious. It's not like I'm looking at these pictures and making fun of the people. I'm just curious.
Is it kind of like when people die and other people want to go like see the person in the casket? I never.
Oh no! It's not like that.
If
I go to a funeral,
no,
I don't go to the casket.
Me either. Okay, there's been 2 people. I would have been with my mother had she died in a more timely manner. I was tired. It was an hour and a half drive. She wouldn't pass on. We had to leave before she'd do it. We figured she was waiting for us to get out of there. I get home, I got the phone call. Anyway, but I was with my grandma. That's the thing. My grandma died a decade ago, and she set off this whole chain of events. And I have lost aunts, uncles, left and right, and cousins, friends, and both parents in the past decade. I'm like, thanks a lot, Grandma. But
well, honey.
But so yes, but that, and then and I had told her when she was in her 60s, and I thought she was ancient. And I was in junior high, and I said, Grandma, when you die, I'll do your hair and makeup. And she said, don't make promises you can't keep. She died 25 years later. She made it to her 90s. And I did her hair and makeup. I kept my promise to her.
Bless your heart.
And thank you. And then I had a friend that passed who was.
Did you use paint?
They had done the base.
Okay, because they use paint. It's paint that they do the base with.
And then now here's the funny part. Okay. So my sister forgot to grab grandma's blush. And you know, old ladies, you cannot send them to the hereafter without their blush.
Well, I don't know because there's not going to be hereafter with me.
So,
I'm going to die. I'm going to the crematorium, and you're going to
Yes.
scatter my ass somewhere.
yes, that's me and
That's
Dwayne. So there we are at the viewing, right? One sister hands me grandma's blush. The other sister hands me tissues because we don't have a makeup brush. So then I go up there and I'm, I look this way, putting grandma's blush on her. And an aunt so this is an aunt that's married into the family because my mom was the only daughter. And she's like, what is she doing? Asked one of my sisters. And she's like, we forgot grandma's blush.
Oh.
But I was not going to send my grandma off without her blush.
I remember when my dad's funeral, I never had grandparents, but I remember when my dad's funeral, they crossed his hands in they had the wrong hand on top.
Now, is this a religious thing or just how you knew him to be?
How he would lay his hand.
Yes.
And so I fixed it, and she came over and she goes, let me help you with that. And I said, honey, I can touch my dead dad's body. I was holding his hand when he died. I can touch his dead body. It's okay, baby. I got it. Don't worry. And I fixed his hands and everything. And it's not easy because they're stiff as a board. But I fixed his hands and put his watch on the right wrist because they had the watch on the wrong wrist. And
that's weird. They're usually more attentive to those kinds of things.
And gave him a kiss on the forehead, which I proceeded to inhale a shit ton of chemicals. And that's when I realized that's when I realized I'm like, this is just a body pumped full of chemicals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is not my dad.
Yeah. I was not happy that my mother was cremated. She had never said she wanted to be cremated to me, but no one had the money to kick out for burial plan. And so anyway, she was cremated, but I spoke at my mom's funeral.
Oh, you're a strong person. I would not be able to do that.
You did a really good job.
Thank you. And it was really important to me that I did a good job. I wrote the notes. I didn't write it out. I just wrote the highlighted notes, which when I delivered it, were completely rearranged than how I'd listed them. But Dwayne said you couldn't tell. And I wanted to do a good job by my mother because my mother was very good at public speaking. And I wanted her to be proud of me. And so I told myself I am going to hold it together and I'm going to get through this for my mom. And I did. And that is probably one of my personal strongest moments of my life.
Bless your heart. Good for you.
Thank you. But we were so happy for her because she was no longer, she had dementia, and she was no longer learning in this lifetime. It was, yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, now I'm really hoping that by the time my siblings and I die, that my parents can be in the same room together.
Probably not.
No, I have set a goal for them. They are going to be together when it's mine and my siblings, each of our turns. They, that's it. They don't have to hang out together, but they have to both show up. That's it.
Bless your heart.
In the Southern way or the genuine way?
Right? You're back, Tommy.
What did I miss?
Absolutely nothing.
Morbid facts.
Yeah,
No,
we
nothing
talked
that I
more
haven't
things, you know.
talked to you about. I was just talking about my mom passing, which I've already talked to you about that, so you didn't miss anything.
Craig wants to know how many shots you took before you came back.
About 10. No.
Hey,
Yeah.
left a bottle with her. She can pour her own damn wine after this.
I'm ready to do one now. You doing shots, Noin?
I'm not. I'm drinking beer, remember? I got to get rid of all the beer in the house so that I drink wine and water from now on.
I thought you might have needed something. Thought you might have needed something.
Hang on, hang on.
Oh no.
Bitch, what you want?
Well, I'll do one for you.
So what's going on with you since we talked last, Tommy?
None. We've been busier than hell with the decals.
Good for you. Dwayne showed you. Oh, I brought him in so I could share with everybody else. You saw what I made.
Yeah, those are cool.
And so here I brought them to show off. Whoops, some fell on the floor. So this was the very first. This is the original size. This was just 2 of the pieces in the pattern that I had purchased.
Just a second. I'll make you big.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
Now you got the spotlight.
So yeah, so they're, just a basic 3 little bears bed. And then I enlarged it and went a little fancier. This one's my favorite. And this one was the hardest to do because I really had to guess at it, but I made it Barbie scale. So
that's neat.
They sit on the coffee table because, as I showed you, I have way too much junk in my craft room, my room where crafts go to die, as my son calls it. Oh, you won't be able to hear me, but this is now what I'm working on.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm building a Barbie house, 4 rooms, just real simple. Not Barbie, but 1-inch scale is what I'm working on. I've worked on it off and on. I pull doll furniture out, blow the dust off, work on add a little to the rooms. I do have Barbie scale as well. And I have many Barbies because I have a thing for collecting dolls. But today I bought. You can take me off the screen. I'll fix her hair up. Really hot water and fabric softener fixes up doll's hair, and I'll make her something to wear. But I didn't have a Tinkerbell in my princess collection. I have a bunch of princess. I always buy them secondhand and then make clothes for them. And because I'm cheap and unwilling to pay lots of money.
Right.
But because I have things I need that require money. These are just things.
Hey, I want to just do a cheers for a toast for everybody that showed up tonight. Thanks, guys.
Cheers,
It's been a long time.
And then here is dressers, just boxes with. Yeah, it's these ones do not have drawers that open. There are patterns you can get with drawers that open when I get a little more experienced with the whole thing. There are so many questions I have for you, Tommy, on just basic things on using the cutter that I cannot figure out.
Destiny's the one.
And okay, then I have them for Destiny. It's just really simple questions, but I can't figure it out.
Well, there's plenty of times I'm sitting down here, like somebody will ask me, oh, hey, they'll have this certain design and they'll be like, can you do this or tweak it that way? And I'm like, sure, no problem. Hey!
Dad, help!
How do you do this?
Yeah.
Who wants to guess who called me?
You guys, that's for sure.
How much money or do we get, or is it that we take a shot, or what do we get for guessing?
You get 100 million mama bonus points that mean absolutely nothing.
Well, you said
shut up.
No, I'm not.
You get 100 million mama bonus points that mean absolutely nothing. That's what you get.
Oh, just like, what do you call it? That one currency?
I think it was the hobby.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, your extended warranty figured out.
Hello?
There, Tommy.
Is that equal to Bitcoin?
No.
But so you said, hey, bitch. So I'm guessing it wasn't your husband.
No,
No, he
he's
said-
already home. He's home in the living room listening to every damn thing I say.
No,
He-
she
he's-
said something about, hey, bitch, what do you want? Or something like that.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
said, hi, bitch, what do you want?
So it was a woman,
It was a friend.
a friend,
Yeah.
because you only call your friends bitch.
Exactly. Thank you, Heather. Heather, thank you. Thank you, Heather, for understanding that Kelly code that some people just can't figure out. You're
Yeah.
not a true friend unless I call you a bitch.
Hey,
It's like an I love you.
well, so now, do you remember we had a conversation and you're talking about the stress that you were having in your life?
Yes.
This was before last year.
Yes.
And I said, right now in my life, I really don't have any stress. And I wasn't just a bitch. I was a what kind of a bitch?
I don't
was
remember
it?
what I said.
You even dropped the F-bomb for me.
Did I say you fucking over sexual bitch?
I don't know about the over sexual part. I don't recall. But I got that because I told you that I wasn't. See, but then because I told you, well, I'm not really having stress in my life, and the universe heard that, and so 2021 came along, and just shook that up like a snow globe. Because Dwayne and I figured we had enough happen the last year that could have lasted us at least 5 years.
Yeah, and then I shared with you the last 90 days of my life.
Which can stretch out for a couple of years.
Yes, thank you very much.
When it rains, it pours.
But we said we ended the wonderful story on what? I am extremely happy.
Well,
and it has nothing to do with medication. My medication has not changed.
How did you know that was going to be my question?
Because I know you, my love. I know you. I know you, my love. I know you.
I changed mine up, and it made me feel a whole lot better. But it also
let's just say that
pounds on.
At the time that I was dealing with my sister's house burning down,
yes,
I took over 100 items out of my eBay inventory to clothe her family. My mother went to the hospital for 2 weeks, where I was the only one that could see her. I was planning a funeral for my father-in-law. We buried my father-in-law. I hemorrhaged for 48 hours. And I'm past menopause. I'm past menopause by 5 years.
Why do you still have a uterus?
Because they won't take it out now. It's not a big deal. But anyway,
I still have mine out a decade ago.
I still have uterine cramps because I'll be
Run, Tommy. They're talking about girl stuff now.
All of a sudden, Tommy is familiar with this with me. And then all of a sudden I'll go, oh, I'm having a uterine cramp. And the men in the chat will go, Mama, I'm so sorry. It's the men in the chat that go, Mama, I'm so sorry.
You know what? We should have had a party this past week, dear, for a decade since they yanked out my uterus.
Well, no, it's totally fine, but and my husband was injured and he was off of work, and so I was having to cover additional, and I was doing multiple auctions a week.
And you said that your husband is not like mine that overdoes it.
Overdoes what?
No. So
you can get
there was that. And then I said, it finally came to a head, everything, and I was trying to run multiple businesses. We won't go into that, but multiple. None of them are sexual or fans only. Don't even go there. Okay, so because I know y'all want me, so I'm just saying.
Your street walking business didn't work out then, or what?
No. So, look, if you knew the amount of dick pics I get in my email.
I haven't received an unsolicited dick pic for eons.
It's incredible. Men must really get off on old lesbian looking fat women. That's all I can say.
Hey, I'm right in line then. I should be receiving an unsolicited dick pic any day.
Listen. So anyway, I had my emotional breakdown. I took a bunch of my glassware inventory out to the driveway. I busted the hell out of it. I screamed.
Did it make you
at the
feel
top of
better?
my lungs. I screamed at the top of my lungs in my house.
How close are your neighbors to you? Like proximity.
I didn't scream outside. I
Okay.
had my screaming fit inside. My husband was not home. He had left without informing me. So I was alone in my misery. But when I was done with the damage therapy, that is so therapeutic.
Yeah.
But stupid me forgot to take the shit off eBay, and it all sold the next week.
Of course. Now, did you know that there's a word for the art form of breaking something? I don't know what the word is, but there is a word.
It is a legitimate therapy.
Art.
Yeah, it is a legitimate therapy. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you, it works. It works because I felt so much better. I was just like,
I remember learning that from my grandma. There was this plate. Now, my grandfather, so this is my mom's mom, and her husband, that was actually her second husband, but he was my grandpa. But he had this plate that he'd had longer than my grandma. And he liked the plate. My grandma hated the plate. I don't remember why. I was a kid. These things don't stick. But I remember one day she's doing dishes and she's holding this plate. She's like, I hate this plate. And she looks around. It's just me and her.
no!
On the floor. And the room and the dustpan. And we never spoke of that plate again. That was a good lesson.
Anna Mora, just to tell everybody, she's the bitch that called me.
Oh, I would have never guessed.
Yeah,
I would have never ever made it.
Yep, Anna Mora.
Yeah,
so anyway, look. Here's the thing. Breaking things is extremely therapeutic.
Yes.
And I felt so much better. I got the broom out. I swept up the driveway. And then I swept out the garage, and it's 30 degrees, and I'm out there in my tank top and shorts. No shoes, no socks, no shoes.
Dwayne could Dwayne didn't have to have sandals on, but Dwayne could be out there in 30 degrees.
Nope. And it was, by the time I got everything swept up and put in the Herbie, I was like, all right, let's go do the auction, And I didn't sell anything that night, but I had a guest on that night, and the guest sold stuff. But yeah, it.
So, well, I have to tell you what I did with the lesson I learned. So then later, teenager.
Dwayne, you're not really needed in this life, honey. If you need to go take a poop or something.
I was gonna say, if I'll just shut the camera off and come in and make crude comments here and there.
You and Tommy can go do your own life.
So listen to my story. The second part of my story. Okay. So it's the 90s. I'm like 18, 19. Going on? Yeah, early 90s. I was trying to think of the year. Anyway, and I worked in a deli at a grocery store, and that was back when they did the open salad bars. Disgusting.
Yeah.
And there was a bowl for the salad bar that had melted on the bottom, got warped, and we kept trying to throw it away, so the manager wouldn't let us. Well, anyone who's worked in the food industry, it's not just a fridge. It's like this room that's a fridge. You walk in there with this big old huge door. So we hated this bowl. I'm like, well, let's break it. So we elected which girl there that night was going to break it, and we all stood behind her, and we're around the corner, and she just flings it. It hits that door. It shatters into many pieces.
Wait.
We hurry, clean it all up, throw it away. And that bowl was never to be heard from again.
Okay, Heather, you have to stop talking now. Okay, Heather, just pause it right there.
My
Dad.
point is, I'm a problem solver. If I don't like
You
something,
are.
break
You
it.
are. You are a problem solver. Just I spit popcorn.
Are you spitting? Are you so excited to talk to Destiny? You're spitting popcorn.
I haven't talked to her in a long time. Tom went to the movies. This is popcorn. You shut up. Hi, Des.
So you got
Look,
your beer, you got
I
your popcorn.
I expect to be treated the exact same way. Those are my true friends.
Hi, everybody.
How are you,
How you doing,
Destiny?
Des?
I'm all right.
You know, that didn't sound very confident, did it? I think you need to try again.
I know, right?
It's past her bedtime.
It's way past my bedtime.
How about it's 8:45 there?
So what are
I
you
was
up
up early
to?
this morning. And when
What are
I'm
you up
early,
to?
what's that?
Are you doing glasses and mugs, or what are you up to?
I'm 5 foot even. That's what I'm up to.
What have you been working on lately?
Just decals.
Yeah.
You know, Kelly,
Oh,
you
and
need
painting.
you
I've
need to
been doing-
hear Destiny tell the story of us getting locked inside of what was it? It was a what?
Okay, so when they came to visit, we were in the dolls, and my brilliant ass decided that we were going to take the elevator all the way to the bottom so I could show them where the boat dock was, and I could show them where the secret hidden little entrance was to the underground part of the dolls. Didn't realize that it didn't go back up. So we climb up the stairs, get to the top of the
There was
stairs.
like 500 stairs.
Yeah, no, this was seriously like
It's
2
like,
stories
look,
of stairs.
There's a gate up there.
Yes.
Exactly. Way up
Everybody
there.
follows me up to the gate and went to try to open the gate, and it was locked. So I jumped over the gate.
She is the only one who made it over gracefully.
I sure did.
There was no grace otherwise.
But see, I was standing there kind of trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to do this without hurting myself? Everybody else was still climbing up the stairs. 2 drunk guys were coming at me. Heather was behind me. I think Tommy was behind her and Dwayne was down a little ways. And they like came over and
We
they were
totally
gonna, like,
could have
kinda
gotten
help
picked
me.
up on Destiny. We could have gone home with other men.
Right? Because we wouldn't have been able to get over the damn gate.
Yeah, they would have been
No.
stuck at the.
And we definitely wouldn't have been able to chase them down because we were tired of shit by the time we got
Right?
So I jumped over the gate, told him I was fine. I jumped over the gate, didn't hurt myself at all. And I was the only one that didn't get hurt. So then Heather tried to get over.
I got a huge bruise on my thigh.
Yeah, it was after
and I
that, it
don't
was
know
just
who
not
went
grateful.
next after
Dwayne
that.
got high centered. You're tottering.
Hey,
And
I
Tommy
got a
almost
big belly.
fell off to the
right. I jammed my back.
yeah.
So basically, it was like at that time we were 40 years old. So 40-year-old fat people trying to get over a gate.
So,
And the thing
And
is,
no, we weren't even drunk. We were going to pretend that we were drunk.
yes, we were going to claim to be drunk. Yeah.
we were 100% sober. And yeah. But I learned that at a certain time they shut off the elevator to
Yeah.
go up.
But Destiny is definitely, she is the smallest out of us and the youngest. So that's my excuse.
Yeah.
We knew things weren't right when we got down to the boat dock, and like the captain that's down there is like, "How'd you get down here?"
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing down here? How'd you get here? Uh-oh.
The elevator.
Leslie's like, "The elevator." They're like, "I wasn't supposed to come down."
Well, it did, so let us out. But
yeah,
no.
and did they help us to get back up? No.
No.
No, I think they were sitting down in the little dock area laughing at us.
Yeah, they were probably together making bets to see if we were actually going to make it over. But that was a lot of fun. That was a great night.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. We were supposed to go and ride the boat the ghost boat tour.
Right? Yeah, that didn't work
We
out.
ended
But
up. We
whatever.
couldn't
We had a
figure
good
out
time.
the machine.
We almost became part
That
of
would
it.
be cool.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out the machine. It wasn't working right. Except by the time we
I
got
can tell
there,
you,
Oh, and Tommy and I were the only two who noticed the domina. Remember, Tommy?
The what?
We saw the domina, the lady in the tight spandex, and you and I were both like, she's a dom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
still don't
there was
remember
no
that.
doubt
Yeah,
about
I
that.
don't either. Because I wasn't there. That wasn't me.
That's because you didn't see her.
Yeah. Dwayne and Destiny completely missed out on checking the domina out.
I'm good. That ain't my cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm
No.
good.
Yeah,
Mine
Marie, if
too.
we would have had somebody following us with a camera, it probably would have been a viral.
Oh God, no.
Yeah,
That would have been bad.
yeah, but you know what?
Bad.
That just sounds like a whole lot of fun to me.
It was. Oh, and we
It
ate
was fun.
cheesecake.
Yeah, good.
We each
cheesecake,
had
too.
a different flavor.
Different
of
flavor.
cheesecake,
Yeah, we each got different flavors of
and we
cheesecake.
all shared it. We shared. So
You know,
everybody
okay,
had a
here's-
taste of everything.
And guess the thing we didn't do while we were there? We didn't go to any cheese factories.
Yeah, we didn't actually eat, Wisconsin cheese and shit.
Did you just go to Sam's Club and
Well,
get a
some of
cheesecake?
Yeah, basically.
Sam Club, I've never gotten a Sam's Club or a Costco cheesecake, but they are huge and they're only like $10.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
they are.
So our friend was
Really?
over for her birthday. We had friends over. And so there was the cheesecake, and then it was piled this high with brownie cubes.
Hold on.
Oh,
Blackberry Thistle Tea says these are the people you don't want on your amazing race team.
Hey,
Yes.
what are you talking about? We would be. Everybody'd watch us. We wouldn't win, but everybody'd watch us.
Yeah, no, we
talk about underdogs.
had
Right.
a lot of
Look at
fun.
these fools. They even.
And
That is
I did
that is
great.
hilarious. I would walk out into the living room because my husband watches that show, and I would look at that and go,
Yeah, not good. Right?
oh, and we still share the stories of the motel.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. That motel is.
The whole trip had all kinds of great things that happened. We had a great time.
We did.
Some
Yeah.
of it funny, some of it, we had a.
I asked. I said, "Do you want nice or do you want to be close?"
No,
You ain't getting both.
Yeah.
I
And
agree.
we- yeah.
Said it's all, yeah.
No, but see, because we stayed at nice places traveling there and back, and no stories about them. We have
Right.
stories about that room.
Seriously, this guy.
One
if you-
outlet.
If you watched a movie with a deadbeat motel owner, this is this guy. He had a Hawaiian shirt with only 2 buttons done. Half the
Short,
time he wasn't,
Bermuda
one
shorts.
shoe, wearing sandals. And he's like, "Oh, let me go get you some toilet paper." Well, we have somebody in on the can right now. What are you going to do? Well, I got to go in there to open it up so that I can put it in there. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, because it was the locked up toilet paper, and we
One of those, yeah.
yeah, and it was what do you call it? The Wayne. What kind of toilet paper?
It was
John
very
Wayne.
rough.
Yeah, it was John Wayne toilet paper. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the shower,
Hard as nails,
head,
it doesn't take shit
it
off
was
anyone.
a pipe.
Yeah,
and
pipe
the ba-
sticking out of the wall. That was the shower.
And the tile,
I'll bet your water pressure was good though.
and the tile was gray and pink from the last time gray and pink was stylish.
And Heather got
Somebody
shocked.
got zapped. getting
Oh,
out of the shower.
I did get shocked. Yeah, the light switch in the bathroom shocked me. And there was one outlet, and that was for the TV, the mini fridge, and our phone to charge our
We had to
phones.
unplug the orange
Extension.
extension cord.
Wasn't there an outlet in the bathroom?
I don't
I
even
don't think there
remember.
was.
Yeah, no, there was. There was one in the bathroom.
Oh, just one though. That came.
just
That was
one,
at the bottom of the light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she
it
had
wasn't.
popcorn.
Yeah,
And
and if you open to the bathroom door, and if you didn't open it all the
The
way, you
bathroom
couldn't
door
get past.
opened out.
Yeah, it opened out, so you had to open it all the way, or you couldn't walk past the.
Oh, and if
edge of the bed.
the mattress was pushed out of place, you couldn't get out of the bathroom.
Right.
And there was
All
a
right.
big
Again, it was
window.
a blast. I mean,
There was a big window
now
in
we're
the
gonna
bathroom.
kill Kelly.
Yes.
This is all I've had to eat all day. That and that chocolate muffin.
You're fine.
My husband was gone, so I didn't have anybody to cook for me. Bitch, what do you want again?
Is that Anna again?
She's
Heather
gonna
said-
cough and talk on the phone for us. But
Okay. It's
no, Dwayne
cutting
and
off,
I-
or am I?
are you gonna mute Kelly?
No.
Oh, I will. Thank you, baby. Bye.
And so no, Dwayne and I have been talking about
An anonymous Anamora who remains completely anonymous
Right.
would like you to shut up and let Heather finish her sentence.
no, but Dwayne and I have been talking about
I
going to
will be right back.
Wisconsin again. And
I will be right back.
okay, and something I don't know if I told you guys, Tommy and Destiny. So everyone's always, oh, you got to go see how green the South is. Excuse me, hang on. And I've been to the South before, but had never gone to Wisconsin before. And I thought this Wisconsin was prettier than Georgia, personally.
We have a gorgeous summer.
It was perfect. It was
That's it.
perfect.
That's it.
No, I mean, if
Yeah.
you like snow, we have that too. That can be gorgeous and awesome to look at. But
No, I hate snow. Got my
Yeah.
own snow.
for
But no,
people
the
like
weather
us,
was perfect. We had one rainy night, but that was fun. Destiny
that was
didn't
a blast.
appreciate it.
And
But
Dwayne ate chicken from Quick Trip underneath our awning,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
had to drop the awning. It was storming like crazy, and he's still eating his chicken.
Hell yeah.
and yeah,
I didn't get this girlish body by not eating.
yeah, I gotta say the whole time you were here, other than just that bit of rain that evening, the weather was pretty nice.
it wasn't hot, it wasn't too humid.
No, we had great weather.
And it was the month of August. It was over 100 here.
Yeah.
But of course Utah doesn't know humidity. But Dwayne, put on the grocery list. I want to try doing Destiny's cabbage steaks.
Okay.
Because we've talked about doing them, we never have. So yeah, put it on there. And in fact, the other night, I was
Jasmine
late.
just put in her order today for cabbage steaks. Destiny had to go pick up
when
cabbage.
I was laying in bed hungry, trying to pretend like I wasn't and fall asleep, and I was thinking about cabbage steaks. Middle of the night. I'm like, man, I wish I had some of those.
Well, when you guys get here in spring, I will definitely make sure that we make you some cabbage steaks.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
think
we gotta sit down, Dwayne, and figure out when we're coming out by you, and then when we're coming back this way.
Yeah, no,
Or
that's
Or if
great.
we're going to meet up halfway in Las Vegas.
Halfway.
That's
Do you know where Las Vegas is?
not halfway for either one of us.
Halfway is Nowheresville, fucking Wyoming.
But if when we're gonna come down by you, if you wanted to meet in Vegas, either before
Yeah, we could go
or
do that. We could
cruise
run
over
down
to
to Vegas.
Vegas towards the
It's
end
about
of
a
our stay,
5-hour drive from here.
So. I wouldn't object to that either.
Well, I'm going to be bringing my bridesmaid's dress.
What?
Is it
we
mobster
meet-
looking?
Oh, for them? Okay, I was like, what?
I was gonna say, is it mobster looking?
If we meet in Las Vegas, I'm going to be taking my bridesmaid's dress.
There you go.
I want a mob wedding.
We're going to throw a
Any
surprise.
dress looks mobster with a Tommy gun.
Ooh, you're my Tommy
We're
gun,
going to throw a surprise wedding for Tommy.
There we go. Yay!
What the hell?
Yep. Now he's going to be
Here's your bow
scared.
tie.
Right.
Oh, it's all good. It's
No,
all
but
good.
going to Vegas for a day or two would be cool.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
One
I
of us
have.
is not free.
I told you I have worked. It's 5 hours away. I have not been to Vegas since I lived in California, more than 5 hours away because I was in Northern, and the year was 1980.
Oh wow.
Were you
the
even
best of
born?
times, it was the worst of times.
Were you even born yet, Destiny?
I was born in 1980.
Yes. So
My birthday is actually in a couple weeks.
happy birthday in a couple weeks.
The 20th.
And all right. Yeah, so that was the only time I have been to Las Vegas. Here I've been all over the country, but now here's the really weird thing. I was born in Tucson. My family left when I was like 10 months old. I have never, Dwayne's been to Tucson. I have never been back to Tucson. I'm going to be 50 this year and have never been to the place of my birth.
Oh wow.
Hey, Marie wants to know when you're coming to Oregon, Heather.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Not only where or when, but where.
Well, I'll be at your house.
She
And
lives in
I will be
Washington, though.
there with my bags packed. It's going to be an extended stay. I loved Northern California as a kid. I would not move back to California unless it was 1980. I have never been to Oregon, but I plan on loving it, and I might not leave.
But they're in Washington. But they're
In
close
Washington?
but they're close to Oregon.
Okay.
They're like
Right,
right
so
And-
we're real close to the border.
And yeah. So I might get there and fall in love with it and not want to leave.
Yeah, so basically what she's saying, Marie, is make up a room and plan for a stay.
Yes.
You might live there.
Yes. And we live in a conservative state, and
Which is good by me.
I would like to go back to a not conservative state where there's legal weed, baby. No, actually,
Michigan,
Yeah, Wisconsin's out of that.
Yeah, they
Michigan.
keep fighting it here, man.
Utah has it for medical, but people are finding ways
Yeah,
to get it.
It's medical marijuana, but anybody can get a green card pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you know what? Michigan, it's free. I mean, it's not free. It's
Open market.
legal. Yeah.
Recreational.
Yeah, all the
Uh-huh.
states around us, it's legal, but Wisconsin's not legal.
Well, that's what I was saying about Utah. There's all kinds of legal weed in Utah. It's just from other states. Just like how Utah's lottery is in Idaho. People in Utah go to Idaho to play the lottery, and that goes to the Idaho public schools. Well, Utah is one of the lowest money per child states, but we do not have a lottery here, and we have millions of children.
Is Glenn in the house? Hello, Glenn. I was out talking to my husband
And
and getting bread because I haven't eaten today.
you better
husband-
eat. Let's see.
My
Marie,
husband was gone, so nobody was here to cook.
yeah, that's what happens to me when Dwayne leaves. Marie says it's legal here. We have a shop on every. So that's
We
just like
did too,
Utah.
Marie.
That's like Utah with a Mormon church on every block. You have every other block for weed shops. Every block has
It's
a Mormon
like
church.
they deliver here in Michigan.
Dang.
I would really, really, really like to get a bag of gummy edibles just to take one at night to help me sleep.
Yeah, yep, that would be me. Yep, and not one. You don't want one. You'll
Destiny, I'm
half.
eating. I'm
gotta cut
eating
it, a
Destiny.
gummy in half.
I see that. And you're
You're
making a mess.
dropping food.
Remember, Destiny, when you used to have to remind me to eat?
And I would call you when you were alive and yell at you for not eating.
Of
Yeah.
course, it is the same time of night, though.
And
To eat, I haven't eaten yet
I
today.
think Dwayne's making me dinner.
Chili from scratch.
Oh, yum.
It was very good. We were supposed to have it tomorrow, the chili, so we did it this morning so it could cook all the way through until tomorrow. Well, we forgot we have a birthday party to go to for my nephew and niece tomorrow.
So you
Yeah.
ate it tonight?
We
We
ate
had
it tonight.
I bet that was a big sacrifice for you.
But there's still a whole bunch left.
Nope. it's not a big sacrifice. It's yummy.
And
This chili's really good.
oh, Joni, I am making gummies on Monday or I will be at your house, Joni, on Monday.
You know what, guys? Say a quick prayer because Joni just lost her canine baby.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So
Sorry.
her canine baby just had a stroke. So
Oh,
she lost her canine baby a few days ago. So everybody keep Joni in their prayers.
yeah, that's hard. That's so I had a dog. Oh, I've had a couple dogs that when they died, it just was so hard. And I was like, I cannot believe how hard this is on me. And so I was reading online and I found that the part of your brain that mourns loss doesn't differentiate pet from person. So you can mourn a pet just as much as you can a person.
My husband mourned the death of our oldest pug, Mama. Her name was Lizzie. He mourned her longer than he did
I'm sorry,
his
Marie.
mother.
I wasn't saying that to make you cry. I was saying that if you feel sad, don't tell yourself not to feel sad. It's okay.
They're still, you guys, they're still with you. They are still with you.
Man, all the dog poop piling up in the backyard.
Shit, girl, we had 13 dogs at one time.
And that's
It
you're
was
muted
heaven.
there.
It was heaven
a lot of
except
shit.
for the dog poop.
That's a lot of shit. Did you fix me dinner?
No, I made myself some quesadillas because you didn't make me dinner.
Yeah.
I'm making pork steaks on Sunday, so we trade
Well,
off.
we're gonna be okay. So we're going to your house for dinner, and then we're going to Joni's on Monday
To get
to make
edible.
Gummies for dessert.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
and
then we're gonna go to Marie's. Okay, so we're
and then we're
going
going
to
to
Wisconsin, then
Marie's.
Florida, then Washington.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little jaunt.
Yeah, and we'll drive too, right?
Yeah, we'll drive.
And on the way, since we're going through Wisconsin, we'll stop in Michigan before we go down to Florida.
Yeah, we'll go
Yeah,
see
you
Kelly.
can take the ferry right across too, so you don't have to like drive down the vendor.
Yeah. And see, you know what though? I think that we should go to South Dakota.
You wouldn't be the first people to crash us.
And
we had a couple say, we're coming down for the weekend. Well, I don't know. Let me check our schedules and make sure it's okay. No, we're coming down.
That's what I did.
Yeah, we did. That is what. Okay, this is what happened. So our daughter left the beginning of July, and I was crying and crying because she left. And then her boyfriend, her fiance, was still here for a couple more weeks because of his job. And then he left, and so then I was crying and crying because he left. So then, like a week after he's gone, Dwayne comes home from work, and we're just feeling down. We still are having adjustment, and so Dwayne comes home and he says, "I want to go see Tommy," and I went down the list of all the reasons that we couldn't go, and I couldn't come up with any. We had some money in savings. The car had recently had an oil change. I had done laundry, and it was just a matter of packing up the car and leaving, and so we did it. And
I asked Tommy, I'm like, so Tommy, what are you doing this weekend? Because originally we were just going to show up, right?
But I was like, we better warn them.
We better ask because knowing our damn luck, we'd show up and they'd fucking not be there or something.
Yeah, because we do some spontaneous shit.
So I'm like, oh, hey, Tommy, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, nothing, hanging around the house. Well, we're going to come see you. And you're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, no, seriously, we're leaving in a half hour.
That is seriously what happened, man. I was like, I don't think this week's a good week. Well, we're coming anyway.
Yeah, you better make room.
They came in their RV. And we have a 3-car like turnaround. They set up in the turnaround, and there they were for 3 days.
Awesome. Well, what was it? Oh, because as you know, when we got married back Sunday, Dwayne and I will have been married for 24 years since our anniversary. And when we got married, I already had my son, and we had Natalie 6 months later. So we've always had kids. So we've never really had the opportunity for the two of us to just go do. And so that was the first time we'd ever done anything like that. And it was lots of fun. But
Our
yes.
wedding was lots of fun too.
And yeah, we need to see you. And
Yeah, we had
What?
tons of fun.
we need to see you. Thank you, Blackberry. 24 years is a damn long time.
Yeah, and we literally only had 48 hours to plan everything, and there was so much we wanted to show them, and not enough time because it seemed like it went by so fast.
And yeah, it did. Oh my gosh, it went by way fast.
Oh, that was crazy.
That's funny.
And
Their
Well,
kids were
this
great.
time-
Had a
this
great
time-
time with their kids, and
yeah,
This time we're gonna at least have a semi-plan.
Yeah.
But you know,
Actually, me and Dwayne already started planning some days of it.
but leaving room for spontaneity is also a lot of fun because then
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. And
Absolutely.
because when Dwayne and I, you know how we went to Georgia and Alabama,
Well,
Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, and we had things a little more planned and a little tighter schedule, and that it was a little bit stressful. Whereas with you guys, it was just like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Let's light a fire and drink.
let's go fishing. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there was
So-
a lot. There was so much more that we wanted to show you, and it did. It went by.
But it just came and went so quick, and then after you guys left, it was like, you know, we could have took him here, we could have stopped there, we could have showed him this, and it's like.
But you know, if we met up in South Dakota, it was really cool.
There's
To go-
nothing in South Dakota.
Well, how we went to Mount Rushmore for a minute,
That's the only goddamn thing in South Dakota.
and we went to Crazy Horse, and
Oh
we
my
could-
gosh! Did you take pictures?
yeah,
I want to see them.
and we actually would stop. We could stop in Sturgis
Mm-hmm.
because we just drove past Sturgis, and we're like, well, that doesn't look nearly as cool as what we imagined. And then where's Wall?
I don't Minnesota. No, I fuck
You
that.
guys, you guys, I am coughing because of the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, whatever.
Shut up, Dwayne. That is why I am coughing. The hand
The
sanitizer.
weed that she's smoking when we're not looking.
Yeah, I would be much calmer if I were smoking weed.
That's disgusting, dude.
Destiny, Pat said, hey.
What?
Pat said, hey.
Hi, Charlie.
I haven't talked to Pat forever.
That's gross. No. Ew. Wait, stop it. Stop
Are
playing
you?
with that.
Is somebody popping pimples or something?
Yeah, what the hell's going on down there? Or do we not
Oh,
want to know?
honey, feel this.
Is it all
What about
crunchy?
it?
Is it
What
all
about it?
crunchy?
Mouse pad.
So what?
Is it like sticky and crunchy at the same time?
Gooey.
It's sticky. It feels like it would leave a sticky residue on you, but when you touch it, then there's nothing.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
that
there, but it's
I'm grossed out just hearing about it.
I see me. I'm like, I want to touch it.
No, like watch, Mama. Check it out. So you push on it, and look at.
Oh
Right?
yeah, see, I'm all
But
about
yet
that.
there's no stickiness on my finger whatsoever.
I'm all about that, man. Look, I just mushed this whole piece of bread into this little ball.
I used to do that.
So I'm all about the mushiness. There's something to be said about texture.
See,
I
and
know,
I'm the
Heather hates it.
opposite. I have dish gloves. I have toilet scrubbing gloves. I have gloves that I wear when I clean my rat cage out. I have to have garden gloves because I don't like touching dirt. I don't like the texture of flour. Anything like powdery that can get under my fingernails. Ooh.
That's how Destiny is, though. I'll tell
If
her.
it's sticky, forget it. I won't
I'll tell
touch
her.
anything
I need you
sticky.
to rub some of that old fuck cream on my back. You know, she's all here comes out the latex gloves and
You know what? You know, whenever you pull like paper off of a product and it's got that clear glue on the back,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
collect it all and rub it between my
yeah, the
fingers.
shit that looks like little boogers.
Okay. Do you want to know what I did as a kid? I collected all my mom's Reader's Digest and peeled the glue off, and I went around the house and put it on all the doorknobs.
Wow.
I used
You're
to
mean.
take it and hang it from my nose.
Yes.
This is what I'm talking about because I've been cleaning jewelry. So
I think she's been drinking it.
after a piece of jewelry is cleaned, it's like, you know, it gets a spritz of sanitize. Well, not this, but something else. And then I put, you know, I will clean my hands for the next piece. And I have over sanitized so much since COVID because I don't want to like touch my face and then touch a piece of jewelry. I made myself allergic to this, and the whole room smells nothing but like hand sanitizer.
Do you see that
Because
right there?
I buy it by the half gallon.
This is my office hand sanitizer, and of course it's Hello Kitty because Hello Kitty.
Do you know how I know I'm allergic to it?
Because you cough when you use it.
No, because nurses in my jewelry auctions told me I was allergic to it just by how I acted whenever I would use it.
Uh-huh. Your dog is feeling very insecure. I think that he needs to come and whine at you. What is that? Is that your hand sanitizer?
Yeah, well, our alcohol that we use for sanitizing or wiping goo off shit, but it smells like cherries. It don't say anything about being like cherry scented.
I put essential oils in mine. Mine
Jesus Christ, you guys! You've got a gallon. You've got like a pint.
Mine's 80% too.
Dwayne, look behind you.
Doesn't that look like an automotive style?
Yeah.
No, it looks like an oil bottle.
A fuel treatment or something.
Yeah, Dwayne,
It looks like an oil bottle.
look in the camera behind you. What do you see? What's in your window seal? Other way.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You can't keep up with us though. Look, Tommy's the junior and I'm the
These are
senior.
wipes, for hell's
See.
sakes. It's not like I'm drinking a gallon of.
But you have your handy wipes. I have
to clean product, not to clean my ass.
somewhere I
Maybe
have
you should. You might get lucky more.
Maybe.
He knows he has to shower. Oh, right here. This is out of a
Honey,
storage.
the shower, if you do it right, comes after.
These are out of a storage unit. Little individual handy wipes. That's what I have.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
all types of.
Oh, I got that.
Oh, hey, James, what's going on, man?
One
Texas
upstairs.
Rider in the house. People were actually asking if we're doing a show tomorrow. Just let me know.
Odie.
Yeah, we're gonna do a show tomorrow night.
Not you, knucklehead.
Dwayne will be featuring me. And I will be having lots of awesome jewelry, and Heather's not calling it, Dwayne is.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Yeah, Joni, come on in. We'll let you come in. It has been a long time. I mean, geez,
Not for me. I just talked to her 12 hours ago.
Well, I know, but you know, you're privileged. We don't get that kind of privilege around here.
Tommy just showed us some crack.
I know, right? Ass crack.
Did you see it?
Yeah, we got some top crack.
Got these two. And this.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, that's not even the best one. Hold on.
But wait, that's not all.
Yeah,
Oh,
James, we're just hanging
yeah.
out, man. Just bullshitting.
Your dog needs a
Holy
bath.
shit.
Oh, geez. You know what, Justin? That's almost worth it. Oh, I'm just kidding. I mean, that's bad.
I gotta put my glasses on so I can read
Here's
a bit.
another one.
Oh my heavens.
He is
Hey,
obsessed with sanitizer.
hey Tommy, I think you need some hand sanitizer.
No,
me?
no more. No more. We got enough.
What? Oh, okay. I'm going to sound like a complete ass, Jody, but I honestly don't remember what I sent you.
What makes who puke from their effing toes?
Okay, so there you go. Texas Rider says we're not doing a show tomorrow because he's getting over COVID.
Oh, sorry to hear you've had COVID.
Yeah, that sucks. What did I send you, Joni? I mean, I'm not trying to be a complete jerk.
Texas Rider,
Back in the
I
day.
pray, sweetness, that you find love and light and comfort, and that your lungs clear overnight, and that you feel no discomfort or any pain whatsoever, baby. That's kind of like a prayer, but I didn't say, "Dear Heavenly Father, I lift up to you, Texas Rider." So I guess now I did, so it was a prayer. Get better.
Way to go.
You know, when Dwayne and I had COVID, I was laying there wondering if Dwayne was going to die because he was that sick. And I knew I wasn't going to die because I have never felt more horrible in my entire life.
Oh, it was
And I
awful.
thought dying cannot be this hard. So I knew I was going to live because I felt so horrible.
My son had COVID, so
We're going for our boosters next month because we got our shots before, because I was not getting on an airplane without getting immunized because we flew to Nashville and drove to Wisconsin. But and so yeah, we're gonna go back for our boosters.
I'm sorry, you guys, but I have to eat because I haven't eaten today.
Did you hear when I was complaining about you eating? We don't
Hey, you
care
know,
if you
I
eat.
think the original name was what, fat fucks and their attitudes or something, or
And
their
no, and
opinions?
their opinions.
Opinions.
Fat
Two
fucks.
fat fucks and their opinions.
Yeah, see, so I mean, you're just bolstering the show. So it's like advertising.
Look, I didn't eat all fucking day. I sit in this office 18 hours a day and work, and I don't eat unless my husband brings me a plate. And he fucking went to dinner and a movie because I was on a business call and he just left. So
You know, if Dwayne did that, he would never get near the honey pot ever again.
you know what? Look, I live my life. My husband lives his life. If our lives intertwine, wonderful.
We don't
sleep
want to
in
hear
the
about your sex life, Kelly. I'm just
No,
saying.
we sleep in the same bed at night, so there's plenty of sexy time. But you know, I gotta make a dollar.
So if I was to say something really sappy like Dwayne is my life, would that make
No,
it
that would be
one of
fine,
ours?
honey, because that would be fine because let me tell you, when we were younger, I used to be like the model mother who had the house fucking clean from top to bottom, 2 kids, spotless, 5-course meal on the table. We would sit down and eat. I would get up, do dishes. My husband would put the food away and I would go to work. I worked second shift. So no, there is that whole phase of taking care of your husband. I think that most women do go through, but bitch, I'm 53. I'm fucking over that.
You've got a troll. Might want to
What's
make
that?
some people.
Oh, we got it. Yeah, my moderators are sleeping. I mean,
And
Bumcrack's
You
pretty
don't
damn
have
short.
Jennifer Hayes as a monitor.
Well, you know what? When I did my auction show, I only had like 2 or 3 moderators, sorry. And
I'm one of them.
That's the way I did it, right? So there's
But
only
I'm watching Cindy's auction over here.
so Dwayne and I didn't get along so well when we were younger, but we get along now, and so but like I said, he never married me for my cooking.
No, I married
I
her for
used to cook.
blowjobs, but
I used
You
to
know.
cook 90% of the time. And
Oh.
about 3 years ago, almost like when I went full-time reseller, I was like, I hate cooking. My husband's like, I love cooking. I'll do all the cooking. I'm like, go right ahead. And
'Cause,
he does
yeah.
99% of the cooking. So
That's great. No, Dwayne knew I wasn't one for cooking when we got married. But see, as I say, there's a reason I was a size 6 when we met. Ian was 3, and he and I lived off of the same diet. And
oh my God, so when I met her, the only thing she had in her fucking fridge was milk and condiments.
and what?
Condiments, like
and I've
mustard and
never known how to cook meat.
nothing
Do
else.
not ask
I'm
me
like,
to cook meat.
what do you
I
guys
can
eat?
bake. I can bake cookies.
I cook from scratch.
Yeah, Dwayne does.
To this day, I can go into the kitchen and make one of 50 meals, intricate meals from scratch, from memory, from my earlier years. And I don't measure anything. I don't need a recipe. Nothing.
Yeah. No, for me, recipes are guidelines, and that doesn't work so well with baking. But
Yeah, what size was Dwayne? Well, I was half the size I am now, if that's any indication.
we were both. No. Dwayne and I put on so much weight. You should grab the picture from when we got married. Dwayne and I put on so much weight from when we got married. We have our own 3-way.
Yeah, there's a whole other person in our bed.
Yeah. Oh, we'll tell him to send the link again.
If you don't cook, you don't have to do dishes.
So actually, Heather was too thin when I met her.
So in this picture, I was 13 weeks pregnant with Natalie.
Wow, Heather.
And my dress was a size 4.
Look at
Who's
you
that guy she's with?
I don't know, but I would like to meet
What?
him again.
Wasn't he cute?
And this
Okay,
is what you
picture
get
of you guys.
after 25 years of experience, right here.
We're together wearing a 29 pants.
Yeah, now he's.
Yeah,
No.
Des, where's your chair?
Guys,
That's what I said. I was like, I'll take
Guys.
that.
No, I'm all right.
So,
hip flipping Daddy and I are hitting 37 this year.
holy shit.
Oh.
Dwayne, send another link to Joni. It didn't work.
Oh,
Pat, I was gonna pull up a different chair, and she was like, "No, I gotta go to bed. I'm getting so tired."
it's
Yeah.
always
So
my
she's
fault.
falling asleep on her feet.
We gotta be at a birthday tomorrow at 11 a.m. So,
So you're saying you're leaving us?
Huh?
Are you saying you're leaving?
No,
I'm
she's gotta
leaving.
leave.
Oh, all right. Go take a nap.
I need to. I gotta have so much sleep or I'm crabby and ornery.
Wait,
This
whose
is
birthday?
My nephew and my niece, my youngest brother's 2 children. It's funny because one's gonna be 8, the other one is turning 1. Their birthdays are very close together.
Oh, there you go. All right, hold on. We got a newcomer, new blood.
Oh,
Oh, that? Joni.
Uh-oh.
Is that your ceiling?
Wait a minute. I gotta pull I have a sticker over my camera, I think.
Oh my
Get
God.
it together. Get it together, bitch.
I put
She'll let
tape
people
over my
peep in there.
camera.
And you know,
Yeah,
Jordan, I've heard that that weed stuff makes you paranoid. I'm just wondering.
Oh, I'm not paranoid, but I
There
am.
she
I
is.
am
You can
close.
kind of see her.
Aha!
No,
No,
one
you're
time,
boring. Clean it. Clean
one
it.
time I was sitting in bed with my laptop
That's
Clean
right.
it. Wipe it off.
a pop-up thing came and said people might be watching you, so I stuck a piece of tape over my camera.
Oh, look at that. Oh, there she is. Hey,
yeah,
Jordan.
plastic wrap
Hey.
and stickers.
That's some serious
Man,
tape. I
yeah,
had a little
that's
piece of
been a long
Scotch
time.
tape. She
Been a long
goes
time,
all
Joni.
out when she tapes something up.
You
Don't
know,
ever.
Green, when you did that auction and I told you I was buying a computer,
Yeah.
I just now took the plastic off of that computer.
All right.
two and a
Just
half
this
years
very
later,
second, I took the plastic off of that computer.
huh? Now you know the camera works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
There you
Good
go.
to see you.
Wow, does she remind me of Aunt Kelly?
Long time no see, Joni.
Yeah,
I know,
right?
right?
You need to sit down, Destiny. You're making me nervous.
No, I'm gonna head up. I gotta get to bed. But
All right, say goodnight to Destiny, all. Good night,
have a good
Jen.
night, everybody. Much love. We'll see
Yeah,
you
much
soon.
love. All
Good
that whatever
night.
you do.
Good night, babe.
Oh, that was sweet.
Isn't that special?
It was pretty sappy. Okay, Joni, so what did I send you that you really enjoyed?
My Patriots ring.
Your what?
My Patriots ring.
Oh, that's right. Yes, the New England Patriots ring. Exactly. Okay, I was like, I don't remember sending her anything, but now I do remember because you were a big Patriots fan.
He finds something and he'll mail it to someone.
Oh, all the time. Yeah, I send shit all over the place.
Well, I was a Tom Brady fan for as long as he was in Boston, and now he's in Florida, so I'm still a fan.
Hasn't he been
Are you a
saying?
Bucks fan now then or no?
Huh?
Are you a Bucks fan now or no?
I'm a Brady fan.
Oh, you're a Brady fan. Okay.
I thought that he's been saying
I've been
some
in
real
Florida
jackass.
I've been in Florida for 10 years, so I mean,
Oh, so yeah, he just went to your other.
I have watched the Bucks.
Joni, do you think Gronk's gonna retire?
Yeah.
No. If
You don't
Tom
think so?
retires, Gronk will retire. If Tom comes back, which he will, Gronk will come back.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a follower, honestly.
No, they're a team.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He follows Brady. If Brady's going to go again, he's going to go again.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with following, but they are a team.
Yeah. I mean, I hate them because
Choke them
they're
a
good.
drink.
You know, I mean, I'm a Denver fan, and I've always hated them because they were good,
Mhm.
and it pisses me off. So.
Oh,
Well, can we? Excuse me. Can we get a shout out for Tua for 5 seconds?
For who?
I think he did a really good job this year.
Who?
For who?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh,
the Dolphins.
yeah.
Oh, Tua from Alabama.
Yeah. Do it. Great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shut up, Tommy. You're a Packers fan, and your Packers sucked. Your Packers laid an egg this year.
You know, you got to root for somebody, I guess. With I really don't follow any of it.
I know you don't.
I
See,
will
and
always-
Pat, he picks half the teams. You know, he's like, yeah, I'm an Eagles, Chiefs, Bucks, Rams, Raiders fan.
I will always be a New England fan.
Yeah.
I am a Bostonian at heart. I will
Yeah.
always be a New England fan. But with that said, I'm a Tom fan. And I've been in Florida for a decade, so I've watched the Bucks when we were allowed to be on TV.
Do you know what I'm a fan of? Like
Boxing.
big time. Do you remember, Heather? What am I a big time fan of?
boxing.
Fucking yeah. Boxing. Oh, is it the boxing gloves
Yeah.
behind me?
Did you buy that at an auction?
The boxing gloves?
Yeah.
I bought it. I bought the boxing gloves on shopgoodwill.com,
Oh.
but people send me boxing gloves all the time. See, these are pink boxing gloves, and then these are Mexican boxing gloves because I like Canelo Alvarez. And then this is one of my YouTube families sent me this a long time ago. And then I have Mike Tyson posters everywhere. Not posters, but great.
That dude is nuts.
Huh?
He's nuts.
Who?
Mike
Well, yeah, you have to
Tyson.
be
Shut
nuts
your
if you're a good
mouth.
boxer.
The dude is insane.
He is reformed.
He's reformed from
Actually,
insanity.
now, is it true that he's talking about coming out of retirement to box somebody? Like one
Well, okay.
or something?
I'm spitting popcorn. Good thing it's
Oh my
my
God!
own
Cut
office.
her off. Jeez, Louise, she's spitting
Shut up.
food.
I'm having
Well,
another
he
brownie.
fought Roy Jones Jr. as an exhibition, and he held back about 40%. He held back. He is only willing to fight for charity. So when he fights, it'll be an exhibition where there will be no winner, no loser, and all proceeds from pay-per-view will go to charity. That's the only way that he's willing to fight. Now, Jake Paul, the pussy that little boy is, wants to fight Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson's like, no, I can't do that. That would be murder. I would kill him.
Right.
So you know what I think Mike Tyson needs to do is lick some more frogs.
Well, yeah, you know what? I mean, a lot of people talk about the toad, okay? A lot of people talk about the toad and how it puts them in touch with
Their
what they need to do
spirituality.
to put their road straight. But mushrooms will do the same thing for you. I was just watching a interview between Joe Rogan and Wiz Khalifa today, and they were talking about shrooms. And I'm like, shit, man, maybe I need to do that.
Yeah, I would totally. I would microdose LSD to manage my bipolar.
I do not take drugs. The hardest drug I've ever done is marijuana. Okay. So I'm not a druggie or anything like that, but
That Kelly lady.
Hey, careful, Joni. You're eating a lot of those brownies right there. You're gonna be passed the fuck out here pretty soon.
Oh my God! Do you guys know about the time? Okay, I was down my dog. Lizzie had passed away, and Precious had passed away, and we had Rocky and Scrappy, and Rocky had cancer. So my sister, they smoke pot. So my sister, it's legal here. My sister made edibles, and she's like, Kelly, come on over and get some of these edibles for Rocky, and you can give them to his name is Rocky Balboa.
Of course.
You can give them to him, and they'll help his pain. And I'm like, cool. So I broke off half a cookie, and I gave it to him, and we're sitting there talking, and we were eating cookies that my sister had made, like different cookies. And
not special cookies.
Yeah, regular cookies. And we're talking and everything, and I'm getting ready to go, and I go to put the half a cookie back in the bag, right? Because they're for Rocky, and I'm like, where the fuck did that half a cookie go? And I'm like, I don't know. He must have took it out of my hand and ate it, right? So like an hour and a half later, I'm live with Anthony, and I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like,
yeah.
That's
edibles. Yeah.
Holy shit. And Anthony's like, what's the matter, Mama? And I went, nothing. It like kicked in. The edible kicked in, right? And I was like, I just wanted to go and lay down, and I wanted to sleep. And then when that girl on the bus gave me an edible, which I honestly thought was just a gummy, a lifesaver gummy.
You take candy from strangers?
I sure as fuck do, bitch. Look, she wasn't a stranger. We had met in the bus station. This is when I went. This is when I went to Chicago by myself to meet another reseller. I took the Amtrak to Chicago, but I had to
this
take
is
the bus
sounding
back.
real shady.
And so I'm talking to this beautiful black gal, right? Just gorgeous, big natural hair. She let me put my hands in her hair. It was a wonderful experience.
That's not a right thing to do at all.
She was calling me mama already. She was already calling me mama. And, we had bonded over 20 minutes. So when we got on the bus, she sat in front of me, and she's like, Mama, do you want one of these? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll take one of those. And I ate it, and she's like, you can't even tell it's an edible, can you? And I went, we're in Indiana. It's illegal.
So were you in Mexico by the time you thought to get off the bus?
No. We were on our way from Illinois to Michigan. Where Michigan,
So you were in Canada thinking it's time to get off the
no,
bus.
Michigan, it was legal, but in Chicago, it wasn't legal. So until we got from Chicago to Illinois, I was like, but here's the thing. I slept the whole 5 hours home. And so that's why I'm like, you know what? This bitch is up for some edibles because I slept the entire time home. So if I ate one edible before bed every night, how good of sleep would I get? And I wouldn't hear my fucking husband snore all damn night. So I have to stay
a
up
CPAP. Dwayne wears the CPAP.
No, he won't. He won't go to the doctor. But I will smack him if he stops breathing. But so I go to bed. I go to bed at 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. He gets up at 3 to go to work by 4. So I go to bed between 3 and 5 so that I don't get up until noon. So until we get separate bedrooms, that's how it's working.
So yeah, Dwayne got a CPAP and he sleeps a whole lot better. And when you get yourself,
what are you showing us? Oh, what is that?
Oh, that's Spears and Dwayne, but this is praline whiskey.
That's the bird dog.
Yep.
Do you have your Apple one, Dwayne? You're muted.
Oh yes, I got Apple too.
That's fat bitch stuff right there. Did you see what I did? That's fat bitch stuff right there.
If I could get the right blend for sleeping, I would do that. And I would microdose shrooms or LSD with a guide for my bipolar. But I would also like to try, what do I want to try?
Ketamine.
Ketamine. When we, it's not,
K.
it's not cheap, but it's come down in price. But I would try ketamine for my bipolar too, because I would love.
Joni, are you eating edibles?
Yeah, she's eating edibles.
Are you eating edibles?
Here at Farm and Fleet. All you want.
Joni, are you eating edibles, Joni?
Yep.
She's frozen.
She's on her second brownie, she said. So I mean, we might get a whole kind of weird kind of show here in a minute.
Do you bake them yourself, honey? She's on a whole different planet.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Do you buy the brownies or do you bake them yourself?
I made them tonight.
Smoked a joint and baked. I can't be around smoke. I can't even be around someone who is outside smoking. The smell of smoke and
asthma fires up
will make me medically sick. I will get bronchitis.
And
so I have to be extremely careful.
Well, it's a good thing that Dwayne stopped smoking. And now it's up to you, Tommy. Time to stop smoking so you don't give asthma.
I keep telling myself that. I just don't listen.
Look, there are so many people, you guys, that will say, Mama, can we come visit you? Or Mama, come visit us. And I'm like, do you smoke? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, I can't be around you.
Yeah.
I mean, if literally you don't, well, I'll just change clothes. No, honey, it's in your hair. It's in your pores. Excuse me. I'm hypersensitive to it. If you're a smoker, I can't be around you. I can't meet you. And it's really hard. It's really hard to tell that to people because, you know, I love people so much and I want to meet everybody and hug them, but I also don't want to make myself sick, you know?
Yeah. No, I get it. No, I can, like, if somebody's smoking outside, you know, I can be around that, but like, if somebody, I can't hang out in a house that's been smoked in for too long.
I can't even walk past.
Dwayne tried to help me quit. And
Yes.
Turned me onto this grapefruit juice thing. And I drank like 4 gallons of grapefruit juice in a week, and I didn't even slow down on smoking.
Well, okay, Tommy, next time I see you, every time you have a cigarette, I'll punch you. How's that?
No, don't do that.
I wish I wasn't like that, you guys. I wish, because when I was a teenager, I smoked cigarettes when I was a teenager. But I didn't have all these freaking health problems until I was in my late 20s. But my dad told me, it was funny. My dad told me, he's like, look, you can either smoke or you can play sports. You can't do both. And so of course I'm going to play sports, right? So then I didn't smoke. And then when I met Hip Flippin' Daddy my senior year of high school, we smoked pot, but then that was it.
I smoke reefer, but I'm starting to make edibles because I don't want to smoke it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
could
what Heather
never.
is. She probably wouldn't smoke it. She'd just do edibles.
It's too hard on the lungs.
I've had the THC vape. I've taken a hit off a THC vape, and that makes me tired too. Now, I'm not going to tell you whose vape it was. Nobody in this house, but I'm not going to tell you whose vape it was, but it made me tired too. Like I wanted to go to bed. So, I mean, it's just more and more evidence that shows me, and I say this on my channel all the time, that marijuana is a medicine more than it is
well, it helps with so many things. You know, it helps with PTSD. It helps with
You know, it's
with
funny
having to sleep.
I smoked weed 50 years ago, and it was a lot different than what I have today.
Oh my gosh, they've totally made a science of it now.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing it in the same aspect.
Yeah.
I'm using it for the benefits that it has and responsible doing it.
And you know,
my nephew has his own strain. He's got a license to grow it.
Awesome.
And I don't get it from him. You guys, I want to tell you what a druggie I am. So I went over to my sister's house. This was before it burnt down, okay? It burnt down a few weeks ago. But this is before it burnt down, right? And I walk in and I'm like, their floor is covered in bonsai branches. And I'm like, you guys have a bonsai tree? Why did you cut it up? And my nephew just kind of looked at me. He goes, what are you talking about, Aunt Kelly? My nephew's 42, right? He's like, I'm like, all these little bonsai plants. I said, why did you do that? You cut them all up. I said, we have a great big, huge bonsai tree in our backyard, which we do. I live in an Asian house. So my nephew picks one up and he hands it to me, right? And I look at it and I smell it and I go, that smells fun. That doesn't smell like a bonsai tree. And he starts laughing. He goes, are you fucking kidding me, Aunt Kelly? I go, what? Fuck you. He goes, that's a pot plant. And I went, and I threw it down. And I'm like, I got pot on my hands. And I'm like wiping it off on my pants and everything. And he's laughing at me. And my sister and my brother-in-law are laughing at me. And
you deserve to be laughed at.
And he's like, and my nephew's like, fucking bonsai plants. Fucking bonsai plants. Well, what they were doing was I guess there's leaves or whatever on it, and they were taking like the leaves off and they were going to dry out the plant. I don't fucking know. All I know is they fucking laughed at me for 5 fucking minutes because I thought they were bonsai plants. So that's the extent of my drug education. I'll never fucking forget that.
Kelly.
Well, I've had a little more education than that.
I will never, ever forget that.
You didn't even like just the smell of walking in the house.
Right.
Oh, their house always smells like pot. Their house always smells like pot because they smoke pot all the time.
Wow.
There's someone in my life that when visiting him, a contact high is expected and received.
This is why I don't go to my sister's. This was a rare occasion that I actually went to my sister's for like 5 minutes. She's like, come on in, have a cup of coffee. I'm like, okay, but you know, I don't like the smell of smoke and whatever. And then they had all these little bonsai trees all over their floor. They
That's
really
great.
look like bonsai trees without
That's
the
a
leaves.
good story, Kelly.
If you ever look at the stem and it just has buds on it and no leaves,
Sure, I can see what you mean.
it seriously looks like a bonsai tree.
Sure doesn't smell like one.
Look, their whole fucking house smells like weed. What do you want from me?
That's
You
funny.
can smell the pot when you drive up the driveway.
So when the end of the
Yes, he has a license to grow, so they have that air coming out.
when
You
the
know,
end
okay,
of the
so
world
we're
It's
comes,
funny
told
because
that if I wanted to smoke pot, I would have a hard time fucking finding it. I mean, I know it's out there, but it's like
and, okay,
I'm
do,
so
should
far
we
out of it that I wouldn't even know where to go.
should we tell them why we would have a hard time finding it?
Huh?
Should we tell them why we would
Oh
have a hard
well,
time?
I mean, we live in Utah for hell's sake.
No, it's because our daughter left the state.
Oh yeah, right, yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm just way out.
I spent 30 years clean.
Yeah,
I've only been smoking reefer for a couple of years now.
yeah.
I don't count it.
And,
So this was last weekend, middle of the night. I'm laying there listening to an audio story. My son comes to the doorway.
I know.
Dwayne-
Carla's here. Whoa.
Dwayne was up to the cabin with his brothers, and my son, he's an adult. He comes to the door. He's like, "Mom, you should find us some weed." I'm like, "Okay," and he wanders off. I'm like, "Good talk." But no, this is my parenting, okay? Keep in mind, my oldest earlier this week turned 29, so keep that in mind. So this is when our daughter and her fiance were living here last summer. Well, so they had, the mini fridge is still in the room. Dwayne has, it was the beer fridge in his room. Well, she comes walking out of her room holding Miracle Whip. And she goes to the kitchen and she comes back with sandwiches. And I'm like, "What are you doing with Miracle Whip?" And she's like, "I made sandwiches for Chance." I'm like, "Fine, I'll give him a pass. My children do not eat Miracle Whip. I did not have Miracle Whip in my house. I will not allow Miracle Whip in my house. It's
That's
disgusting."
the only thing that's allowed in our house, but I don't eat
And
it.
so,
I don't eat it.
so I said,
I don't
"See?"
eat condiments.
So then I share with Natalie, I'm like, "Do you see what an awesome mother you have? I don't care if you smoke pot, but I freak out over Miracle Whip." And she said, "Oh, good, because I'm high right now." And she went to her room.
Look, my thing is this. If my kids lived at home right now and they smoked pot, that would be completely fine with me as long as they did it outside because it's legal. Okay? You wouldn't be able to do it in the house because of my health problems. I have
Yes.
a lung disease. Okay?
Yes.
You can't do it in the house because of my lung disease. However, go ahead and do it because it's legal. Now, if it turned illegal tomorrow, you better not be doing it on my property. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's pot. It's legal, illegal.
Right.
And it's legal now, so.
Good night, Pat.
I ain't gonna lie. If it was legal here in Wisconsin, I'd probably be one of the biggest potheads.
Well, everyone will know when it's legal in Wisconsin because we're never going to hear from
The
Tommy
beer would either
again.
go up or way down.
I have not, you guys, I have not smoked pot since I was in my 20s. And I'll be honest with you. It used to just make me horny. I used to be all over my husband whenever we would smoke pot.
Well, damn, maybe we ought to get a hold of your boy and tell him, hey, to get lucky here.
No, my husband doesn't need that to get lucky. I'm just saying.
So we're
But
back to the
I
streetwalker
believe you,
thing,
Kelly.
But now I just want the edibles to sleep at night
Yes.
because I'm in so much, and I don't normally talk about this. Look, I am an Amazon. I am a rough bitch. Okay, I am a motherfucking cocksucking. Well, yeah, definitely, but bitch. Okay. So,
And there goes the viewers.
look,
Yeah, let's
look,
see. Let's watch the.
look. No. I'm being serious here, you guys. My mother's favorite phrase. My mother's favorite phrase to say to my dad growing up was "motherfucking cocksucker." So that always comes out. But okay,
That's a
so
loving home right there.
No. Shh. I'm being serious. So pain is an everyday part of life. Every second of every minute of every hour of every day is pain. Pain is nothing. It's just pain. Okay. So you learn to deal with that. You get a very, very, very high.
Are we talking
threshold.
about emotional or physical or both?
What?
Are we talking emotional or physical or both?
No, physical. I'm talking about the fibro, the connective tissue disorder,
Yep.
the lung disease, the arthritis, the
Yes. Yes. Do you have Ehlers-Danlos?
No. At least I have not been diagnosed with that yet, but I know what it is. My alternate daughter and my granddaughter have that, or my alternate daughter and my alternate granddaughter have that.
That's some painful stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I do have curvature of the spine, but pain is a fucking pussy. Okay. Fuck you, pain. It's just pain. That's all it is. Okay.
It changes one's personality. That's for damn sure.
But look, you learn to adapt to it. There's reasons that there's like 2 days a week I work 18 hours in this office. Today has been one of them. And there's days that I lay in bed all day because I worked 18 hours the day before. Your body tells you when you can and cannot do things.
Are we sure you're not bipolar?
I've been asked that before, am I bipolar? But my psychiatrist says no, I'm not. So I went to a psychiatrist last year specifically to get diagnosed for bipolar because I thought I was bipolar. He says, honey, you're not bipolar. You're just a tough bitch. Those were his exact words. This little tiny frail Middle Eastern man, right? Talking in broken English, says to me, I said, are you sure I'm not bipolar? He says, no, Kelly. No, Kelly, believe me when I say to you, you are a tough bitch. Because that's how I refer to myself, as a tough bitch. I refer to myself as Amazon because that's what I was called as a child, was Amazon. And I refer to myself as a tough bitch. That's why bitch to me is an enduring word. It's like an I love you. It's like a compliment. It's like you are a strong woman. Hey, bitch, you're a strong woman. Okay?
I'm not.
That's what it means to me. Okay?
No, you're not.
So, I am a tough bitch, and I do withstand a lot, but I have my days, you guys.
Sure.
I have my days when I'm weak. And that's when I don't answer your messages, and that's when I don't answer your calls. That's when I don't respond to your little DMs and all that stuff. Let me have my time to have my pity party and whatever. I'll be back to being a rough bitch the next day. I don't even remember what the fuck we were talking about.
No, I told you that when I met Dwayne, I told him that that with me being the youngest child, that means that I have to be taken
you were
care
pampered.
of. Yeah. So he knew what he was getting into, that he was going to have to take care of me. But
pampered bitch. That's what you are, is a pampered bitch.
Hey, I am not going to deny it, and I'm not complaining.
Hey, you know what? I take care of her, and that's my job. So,
and that's fine if that's your agreement. I didn't marry into that.
And we definitely.
She puts out, you know, and that's good by me.
Hey, we take care of each other. It took us a long time to figure it all out.
It was definitely a bumpy road. Yeah.
We separated twice even, but we
wow.
figured, at 5 years and at 10 years, and at that time we said if we separated again, that was gonna be it. But by 15 years, we'd figured things out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be single in this day and age.
Oh hell
Oh, wow.
Where you have to ask for somebody's health report, and you have to ask them when was the last time you were tested. I'll stick with my man whose dick is as old as I am and has only been in me the last 37 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I couldn't go out looking for a replacement for Dwayne at this point. I don't have that kind of energy to put into something like that.
It took too many fucking years to train the one I have. I've got no interest.
I put a lot of time into training Dwayne. I'm not trading him in.
I have no interest in upgrading to a newer model. No.
No, I'm not. I'm right there. This is it. And after him, that's it.
That's what I say too. I would just be happy at 53 and alone forever.
Yep. So my grandparents, and I told my step grandpa, he was 10 years older than my grandma, and he made it to his 90s, and he'd been gone for a couple of years. When I'm like, so grandma, we gonna find you another man? And I'm like, and she said, why would I want to take care of another old man? I'm like, you got a point. But then also my grandma, one time I told her, I made a comment about sex and chocolate being the good things in life. And she said, well, at least you know the chocolate's going to be good.
Grandmas are wise.
Yes, my grandma was wise. Yep.
They're very, very wise.
That's right.
She spent more and more time in the hospital and the care, recovery center as she got older, is what happens to many elderly people. And we would be sitting there checking out the male nurses and the orderlies to get there.
You know what's funny? My father-in-law, after my mom, because I brought my mother-in-law home from the hospital on a Friday night. It was Memorial Weekend. I tucked her in bed. She's like, take me back to the hospital. I said, no, I can't, Mom. They won't take you. We have to go back on Monday. And she gave me a dirty look. That was the last time she looked at me. She gave me a dirty look. Came back the very next morning, very early in the morning, and she had passed away. And I'll just never forget that. And I fucking forget where I was going with the story.
This is becoming an issue, Kelly. You start a story and have no fucking idea where you're going with it.
Well, that's because it's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm watching an auction, so I'm only half listening. What were we talking about?
But you're the one talking, so you have to know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't have to know what we're talking about to talk. Look, it pops in my head and comes out my mouth. That's all I know.
I know it's 11 o'clock. I've had 2 brownies. I've vaped a bunch. I've had 3 glasses of wine.
Feeling
good.
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I have to go tinkle because I've had a couple sips of water.
Go take a wee.
Wait. Are you sure you know how this one ends?
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, please be neat and wipe the seat.
Who the fuck do you think cleans that seat?
Now that is something. So our poodle, our 5-pound poodle, he had gotten lazy in the elderly years, and he would be heading out towards the back door. But if Thurge hit him on the way there, he became a drive-by peer. I got to tell you, I do not miss having to mop up constantly after that damn dog. I do not miss it at all. So what's going on in the chat? I saw that
Oh,
we have.
I'm trying to figure out this Instagram thing.
Okay, I see that we have Princess Casserole here that you had mentioned.
Yeah,
Hey, Carla.
Carla.
Yeah, I know nothing about Instagram.
Me either.
I look at it every once in a while, but I don't know much more than that.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. See, Marie in the chat's trying to, hey, do you know how to message it? I'm like, no.
Yeah. Well, and
I
then
had started
April.
an Instagram for my puppy, but I got a few posts, but that was about it.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
April told me to go on to somewhere that I know the name, but I knew I wasn't going to remember if it was Instagram or Twitter. It was TikTok, so I wrote it down. Go to TikTok.
You're so old.
I know.
We
I'm
don't even know.
so old. But
We are old. We don't even know. Oh, we're like, oh yeah.
I'm a TikTok whore.
TikTok.
Taco chips.
Wait.
What?
Taco chips.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, Heather, who on TikTok?
What
I
are you
have
trying
an
to figure
account.
out,
I have an
Dwayne?
account on TikTok, but they're only
What do you
videos
think,
saying
Helen?
how great my husband is.
No, but Heather was just going to tell us about someone on TikTok.
Oh no! So
Oh, okay, yeah.
April, Bougie Bear April told me to go onto TikTok for crafting ideas. And so I got to do that because we're doing a craft with me tomorrow, and I was going to learn how to use my cutter better, Tommy. And I haven't yet. But yeah, no, I need someone to walk me through the very basics of my printer. I need to get Destiny on, or like my oldest son is like, it's real easy, and then come over and show me how to do it.
Right.
And
We have Destiny's nephew's birthday party tomorrow in the early afternoon, but we'll be home probably anytime after like 4
okay,
or 5
yeah.
o'clock.
Whose birthday's tomorrow?
Destiny's nephew?
Destiny's nephew. Okay, so no one that we need to remember to tell happy birthday to.
No.
Okay, just
Shit,
making
I
sure
have a
that-
brother. I have a brother scan and cut that I used one time, and it's still sitting right there.
Well, I wasn't doing anything with mine but dusting it off until I realized I could print up Barbie furniture. So I'll have to show you my tub. I have 60-something Barbies.
I don't want to see Barbie shit because Belle was into Barbie shit. I'm very sensitive when it comes to things that associate with my granddaughter. I apologize, honey.
Well, my Barbies are dressed up like hookers. Will that help?
You know what I did? I have this pink lamp on the side of my bedside, and it has this long thing. And I took Belle's naked Barbies and I wrapped them around the pole and took pictures, and I put them upside down and took pictures. And then I did some really graphic things like with them. And my son texted me back and said, "Mother, this is highly inappropriate."
Dwayne, would you call the dog into your room?
Sure.
My son is exactly like me. He has my sense of humor. He has my comedic timing. He has my personality, but he's got the filter. I do not have the filter.
Now, does your son work with the outside world? Because
he does. He is a marketing manager for
he had to learn the filter in order to stay employed.
I think that he learned the filter by me embarrassing him in public.
Oh, I used to embarrass my kids.
He learned the filter. Now, my husband doesn't complain any longer because about, I don't know how many years ago, I said, you know what? There is a way to fix the problem of me embarrassing you. And he said, how? I said, pack your shit and go.
No, I'm better. My filter is much better. A lot of it always depends on my medication. But
I'm eating this entire fucking live broadcast. I have been eating.
That's okay. What was I gonna say? Let's see. Time about Barbies. Inappropriate. Oh, okay. So my oldest son and I have been through many lifetimes together.
Goodbye, Joni your brownie.
And so he and I would do stupid, goofy things in public together. Now my daughter, she thought that she was going to die of embarrassment because we would get doing silly, stupid things. Now Dwayne would be walking up ahead, of course, and not paying attention, and Ian and I goofing around, and Natalie saying she was going to die from embarrassment, and my youngest son, he was off doing his own dumb thing. We lost that kid everywhere we went. We lost that damn kid. We lost him at the zoo. One time it was the school carnival. I was in charge of the food booth. I'm busy working. They lost him for 2 hours. The kid was 3. And so yeah, every time we went into public, we lost him. And so that's one of the many reasons he was my last one, is it took all of us to keep track of him. But that's what it was like for my children growing up.
I'm gonna look for the pictures of Hooker Barbie.
Oh, go on to go to DeviantArt. You can find all kinds of stripper Barbie. Oh, here, I'll show you.
No.
I'm not going to show you Barbie. I'm going to or my stripper. I'm going to show you my Ken doll. And no, he's not anatomically correct.
That was in my head. That was seriously. Look at this picture of my son and my husband. Look at that. Dwayne.
Oh, sorry. What?
That's my son and my husband.
Which one's which?
Well, which one looks older?
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, Kelly, you ready?
Look, Heather, this is my husband and my son.
Yes, I was looking at it.
You did
My
well.
husband is fucking sexy, man. My son's a good-looking man, but he is a big motherfucker.
It looks like your son's bigger.
My son is a big motherfucker. He was a middle linebacker in high school, and he's only gotten bigger. He's a big motherfucker. You don't want to bump into him.
Here is Ken. He's the Dom.
Bondage Ken.
And here's Kenneth. He's got his ankle. And see, there's Kenneth, and they're a couple. Kenneth, because I always find it funny when you meet gay couples that have the same name, because it happens. So there's Ken and Kenneth. Because don't they look a little on the
feminine side?
Yeah. See, and I even made them underwear out of duct tape. And then this is, you can see the harness that I fashioned.
Yeah.
And Ken's got honeys. So yes. Yeah. There they are.
You are one twisted bitch.
And they also have a dungeon complete with toys that I fashioned for them.
Yep, and she's all mine.
Yep, and because I'm gonna put pictures on DeviantArt, because that's what you find on DeviantArt is pictures of weird shit. And since I don't have that much boobs to show off on DeviantArt, I have to have a craft.
Dwayne.
Are you writing things on the chat?
You're all mine.
And
hey, everyone.
That's what he's saying.
And you know what? I figure if it keeps her happy and she's being creative, because that's very important to her, I don't care. I mean, it's great.
I call that arts and crafts. I went to a estate sale, and it was bondage. Okay, it was an artist's home.
Oh my gosh, how awesome!
Who photographed bondage? And I bought this bondage teddy bear, and I'm telling you what, the bids were like, whew!
I bet. No, that's great. That is really great. But and the Barbie house has other rooms too. And then I showed you my 1-inch scale house I'm working on again.
I'm sure she's got a red room.
No, no red room of pain. Gotta wait for Jeremy to move out.
So, Joni, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. Just selling online. Doing a whole lot of nothing.
Now I heard you got a big lot from the dumpster. Is that what Pat was saying or something?
I have been getting inventory for a dumpster from the last 3 years.
Right.
It started out actually in the dumpster. It was the dumpster of a thrift store. Built up a relationship. It got to the point that they would call me and I would just fill my truck.
Nice.
That's the truth.
That's great.
Haven't bought inventory in over 3 years.
Wow.
Right.
That's
there
the
you go.
truth.
See, that's the way to do it. Inventory for free. What are we doing wrong, Tommy?
We're not going and sucking the store manager's dick. That's what
Hey
we're
now,
doing.
easy.
Well, you know, it was funny because I started out, I was actually diving.
I'm sorry, Joni. I said I wouldn't tell, didn't I?
You're right. I was actually in the dumpster, and then I started getting medical stuff from them.
Whoa.
Because a thrift store in Florida cannot sell medical stuff.
Yeah.
But you can sell it on eBay.
Uh-huh.
And it just grew into a great relationship.
That's way cool.
Hey, you know, whatever works. That's the great thing about reselling is there's so many different ways to source material. I mean, some people go to garage sales, yard sales, dumpster dives, storage units, you know, thrift stores. It's so much out there. It's just finding it and making it work for you on how you want to make your own business model.
I am originally from Boston. I now live in Florida for the last 10 years.
That's the 3 minutes required to make this a business presentation.
There you go. Yeah, if you want to write this off, we just talked about business. All of y'all can write this 3 hours off as a business meeting.
There we go.
And all the alcohol consumed, you can write that off as part of the business meeting as well.
And all the proceeds we're earning.
No, we don't get any of that. I'm not sure if I don't think you can write pot off yet because the IRS is a federal kind of thing.
No, you can't because it's still federally illegal.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think you can write that off yet, but soon.
They get too much money out of the pot business to ever make it legal.
Well, I don't know. After a few more states legalize it, they're going to have to.
Right.
Yeah. Joni,
Princess into the clinic. I paid them my money. I saw the doctor. He said, "What do you want to do?" Well, I want to smoke it and I want to vape it and morals. He wrote me the max for everything I could get.
Yeah.
And out the door I went.
So now, what is your favorite way? Do you like the edibles the best or vaping?
I'm new to edibles.
Yeah.
I would like edibles.
Yeah. Because I know, like Heather can't smoke because it's not good for her lungs. So it would, if we were to ever get her a green card, it'd be vape or edibles. But we've noticed that edibles, the problem is that you can never get the same dosage across the whole brownie. Yep. This brownie will be way hardcore than the other.
You have to get the gummies, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Johnny.
I got a machine that infuses the oil, and I can get it down to exactly what the serving sizes are.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hey, Joni.
Yes.
Princess Casserole, who is Carla, would like to know that you have a cool accent and wants to know where are you from?
I'm originally from New England.
You're way behind, Kelly. She already answered all that.
I'm originally from New England, and I am now living in Florida for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Might have been when I went and got more food, Dwayne.
No.
And I just
No,
It was just a couple
there you
minutes
go.
ago.
I'm so happy.
Well, I'm watching an auction over here, for Christ's sake. Oh, I'm sorry, Lord.
Oh, I've got our shirts. I'll show. Miss Darlene sent shirts to me and Dwayne.
Aw.
And here's mine. It's
Aw.
Jesus and coffee with Norgus B, or R, with Norgus R. Rodriguez.
Dwayne, why are you deleting Marie?
She put her anyway. I didn't mean to hide her. There we go.
I have that anyway.
Yeah.
Were you trying to highlight her and you
I
erased
didn't want
her?
it to be in there, so.
But
I would like to apologize for eating this entire live broadcast. You're not used to seeing that from me, but I do not regret it. I would like to apologize, but I do not regret it.
so now if you don't regret it, is that true repentance? Because, I was raised every Sunday going to church, and I was told that no, unless you were of what's the term? Repentant. Shit.
Honey, I didn't go to church till I was an adult, so I don't know.
But anyway, it doesn't count if you don't mean it.
No, I am truly sorry people have to see me eat, but I don't regret eating.
Oh. Now, do you want to hear my childhood story? I have one repentance childhood story. You want to hear about it?
Sure.
So, my brother, 3 years older than me, a bully, and we would get into arguments, and then he would tell my mom that I hurt his feelings because that was part of his bullying, and I would keep my mouth shut. And so then my mother would tell me that I needed to repent for being bad to my brother. And I said, well, what if I don't? Because in my religion, repentance. I think that's all religions, but that's like one of the cornerstones of mine. I don't know. Someone else can share their religious repentance thing because I am ignorant of it. But anyway, so I said, what if I don't feel bad? And my mother said, then repent twice.
Look, the Lord. Okay, I taught Bible study for 2 years. Yes, this potty-mouthed bitch is loved by the Lord. Okay. I taught Bible study for 2 years with my buddy Anthony, and who is a double ordained minister. The Lord does not like religion. Okay. He does not like organized religion.
I'm glad to be receiving that.
He just wants you to follow his word, okay? That's it.
I'm an internet ordained minister.
Are you really?
Way cool. And like I said, I went to church every Sunday, rain or shine, till I was 16. And then it was hit and miss. And then by the time I was 18, I was like, But I took my kids to church when they were little to give them a bit of a foundation. They even got baptized. And then all three of them were like, nah. And I didn't raise them telling them to be religious. I raised them to decide what they believed. And
Does that look like a vagina?
Yep, looks like a vagina. And Dwayne and I were raised different religions. So yeah, Dwayne and I aren't even the same religion. Originally.
No. Look, I'm just this fucked up naturally. No, Carla, I'm not eating edibles, but I have not eaten today, so I'm eating every snack in the house.
I'm still waiting for Dwayne to make me some dinner.
I'm just talking about the corn chips, though, Kelly.
What?
I think she's talking about the corn chips.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
We don't even have that. We had some stale potato chips I threw away. And
Marie,
Yeah,
You're
I'm not
muted.
sure if the third brownie wouldn't be good.
yeah, gotta unmute yourself.
I know. I was waiting for everybody to shut the hell up. Tommy's leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off.
He's gonna take off.
Distracted.
Tommy,
Get
what
up.
are we going to talk about without you here? We're going to be
I'm
Tommy
sure.
hasn't talked the whole fucking time.
I know. He said like 10 words.
I'm sure you'll figure out something to talk
You're
about.
leaving me with all these women, Tommy. Stop it.
You'll be all right, Joy. You'll be all right.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, thanks for stopping in, man.
For sure. For
don't
sure.
eat garbage chips. No.
We will talk with you.
Potato
in a bit.
chips are evil.
Gotta say, if you guys want to get together tomorrow, Des can answer some of Heather's questions on the
Okay.
show
Yeah.
or whatever. We'll be
Awesome.
home anytime after 4 hours.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, good night, y'all.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Laters.
Man. Yeah,
And we all became bigger. Wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah, just what we
I need to be
needed.
bigger.
what do we got for midnight dinner, dear? I'm hungry.
I don't know. Order pizza.
Yeah, that's your job to
All right,
order.
I'll order pizza. You keep up the conversation. I know that won't be that difficult with 2 other women here. So, I mean, I'll go order pizza.
Well, but see, women always have a commonality. If nothing else, we can bitch about men.
Uh-huh.
We can talk about children. Not all women, but most. All women can bitch about men. Even women who aren't into men can still bitch about men.
Heather, you make me laugh.
And there's always feminine, womanly issues. There's always
Hey, Dwayne. I'm postmenopausal 5 years. I still have uterine cramps. Can I have your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you should not talk about it to me.
What kind of pizza are you in order?
Get damn uterus, woman. Have them take it out.
Yeah, what the hell? Why do you still have a uterus? You're probably the only person in this whole room here that has a uterus.
Yep,
Because
I don't
they
have
won't
one. I
take it out
have one
now.
for a long time.
They won't take it out now. In the 90s, they would pay you to take out the uterus.
Okay, I'm
Now
going to
they
go
won't
back
take
to
it
ordering
out.
pizza and not talking about your vagina.
Okay, yeah, no, like I said, I should have had a party for the 10-year anniversary. Get rid of mine. Yeah, the best thing I ever did was part ways with my uterus.
Look,
Damn,
look,
thing I never got along.
I started
Look,
looking
you-
in the 80s.
Look,
and I
you
got it in the
male-
late 90s.
you male motherfucker. I have one parking spot in my vagina, and it belongs to my husband. It's the only car that's ever been up there. So I'm sorry. I deserve a baton or a wand or something.
Yeah, you have a wand. I thought you said that was the only thing that was up there is your husband. No, you got your wand.
Are you telling me you're 53 and you don't have any toys?
Oh, I didn't say that.
No, she said she has only been with her husband.
I was worried that she didn't have any toys.
Look, we don't have as many because, post-menopause, you get a little dry. But
my sister cleans an
Lube.
in. And
Anthony, private joke. Anthony found a bunch of lube in a storage unit, and he fucking sent it to me, and I'm still using it to this day.
silicone. You want platinum silicone. That's the best one. So my sister, she works at an inn, and I'm talking to her. She puts her Bluetooth in. She's cleaning. Well, she doesn't actually work at an inn. She has a contract to clean a B&B. Anyway, so I'm picturing her standing there looking at the bedspread, and she's like, "It a stain. It looks wet, but it's not." And I said, "Silicone lube." And she's like, "I knew you'd know."
Look. After menopause, everything changes. Okay?
My hair has changed.
You just can't dive into the pool, okay, without making sure there's proper
I
lubrication.
understand. I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you do your due diligence prior to diving into the pool, there's lots of lubricant. Okay? But all I'm saying is don't wake your wife up in the middle of the fucking night post-menopause and expect a good experience.
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. No,
I
because
know,
Once they get to
53
menopause, it's like you're done.
53 is very young to be postmenopausal for 5 years, but I started I tested positive for menopause when I was 21. So it wasn't hip flipping daddy's nice legs and fucking awesome face that got me. I knew I needed to have my children young. It just so happens we've done the work to stay together 37 years. So
yeah. So my biggest complaint so
bum
far.
crack. Remember to take the pool cover off.
I'm gonna be 50 this year, and my hair texture has changed. And that's why I cut my hair off, is because like it started going wavy underneath, and my friend who has since retired from cutting hair, but she cut my hair for like 18 years, and she said your hair, as in the hair growing out of your head, has changed. Bye, Carla. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness, I'm not just imagining this. So yeah, so my hair changed so much, and I was so freaked out, I had to cut it short again.
Well, they say your body changes every 7 years.
Yes, and not for the better either.
Well, I never
No.
said that. I just said it changed.
It's all downhill.
It
I
is.
had cut my hair up to here, and I was mortified. And now I got it long enough so that I can just put it up and
See, yeah, but
stay forever.
It's not like the sex life is different after menopause. It's just there's more prep work.
Yeah, take it or leave it.
You almost feel like you've had an oil change when you're done.
You need to get the proper lube, woman.
That's always a positive.
I can't believe we're talking about toys.
And no,
Okay, I gotta ask you guys. Do you know how hard it is to fucking order pizza with women talking about lube and their dry snatches in the background? I'm just wondering. Do you understand how hard this is?
You could be calling and trying to do it.
Do you know how many messages I get from men in regards to their wife and what she's going through and how they can help her or how they should treat her?
Good for you for helping out.
This bitch, all the men come to this bitch. It isn't for sex or vagina pics or anything. It's advice. Not that I would give that stuff to them anyway, but of course I'm going to help. I'm going to help anybody that comes.
We'll start with every woman needs a high-end toy and a good bottle of lube.
Yeah.
And nobody else in the room.
Yep, that is my recommendation for every woman.
Been there, done that. I'm all set with that shit. You laugh, but it's really true, lady.
Hey, I haven't shared tonight what my best marital advice.
Go ahead.
Okay. Never miss the opportunity to let your man know what a good person he is.
Yep.
And blowjobs can help anything but hunger.
Yep.
That is my best marital advice. And on Christmas Eve, after my oldest son had served me far too many alcoholic beverages, I proceeded to give him and his buddy since elementary this advice.
Yeah. I asked one of my brothers on his birthday. I won't say when because I want to identify which brother. But I said, "Did you at least get a blowjob, a birthday blowjob?" And he said, "No, I haven't met the right woman yet." And I said, "You poor man. Now you know why Tom always has a smile on his face."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, I think we should probably call this. It's been 3 hours and 5 minutes.
And we've moved on to oral favors, so that's always a good time to pull the plug.
I'm almost done with my chips, and then when I was done with them, I wasn't going to eat anymore, which means there would actually be airtime with me not eating.
But
that's okay. We don't care. We know you.
All right, Kelly, well, start one, and I'll see you over there.
No. No, I'm on my 6th beer. And I had my glass that was this full.
I've had half a bottle of wine.
Peanut butter whiskey and double chocolate vodka. And so, yes, I have drank that much. Now, you can see that I'm not slurring my words. I'm not being any more inappropriate than normal. Which is just proof when I say to you, alcohol does not affect me. You know it's the truth.
It's not the only difference. It doesn't affect you. You can control it.
No, it just. I would love to have 2 beers and feel a buzz. I would really. I mean, right? I can't drink for a buzz because I don't. It doesn't happen. It takes a lot for it to happen. Okay. I just, that's what sex is for. When you want that euphoric feeling, that's what sex is for. You can't go to alcohol. You can't go to drugs. I don't do drugs. So you just got to go jump on that pony and do your diligence.
Yeah.
Due diligence.
Due diligence.
She's not slurring her words at all.
Yeah, you know that alcohol. It doesn't do a good thing.
Your due diligence.
All right, Gary. We're gonna bail out.
Dwayne, aren't you glad I suggested this? Wasn't this fun?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean,
and the world knows more about us than what they need to know.
Right. Well, no big deal there. But
everybody already knows.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
Everybody already knows everything about me, even Bumcrack Picker.
Yeah, Dwayne and I.
Look, this isn't like a surprise to people, okay?
True.
Everybody already knows everything about me. This is nothing new.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
Dwayne and I have been in hiding.
I haven't been on in a while, just hanging out.
It's been really long.
It's been old friends in the chat and such. So
it's been years.
Well, I don't know if it's been years, but it's been a while.
About a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
Yeah, so.
We're glad you came on, Joni.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, and now you know that you can take that plastic off the camera and it still works.
We're happy that Kelly is here because she suggested it.
I don't know. Kelly was just kind of an afterthought.
I'm one of the fat fucks with an opinion. I'm serious. I told Dwayne, let's go live. We'll call it 2 Fat Fucks with an Opinion. That was wasn't it, Dwayne?
It was. Yep. That was the name at the beginning. So.
Yep. 2 Fat Fucks with an Opinion.
To myself, they'll get me in trouble.
Yeah. Same.
I don't talk about politics.
Yeah.
That's it.
You and I can talk about politics, Kelly.
Well,
that's different.
Later.
Yes.
All
That
right,
keeps
Dave.
me.
Take it easy. Thanks for showing up, and we will talk to you on the flip side.
Tomorrow
Bye,
at
guys.
12 noon Eastern.